Seven. Why do I say seven? Why did he start like with seven? 7 long years. 7 long years since Bayern Munich even graced the CL final. 7 long years. Pep Guardiola, Ancelotti, Niko Kovac, and the belief for Bayern was, okay, we need a name. Hansi Flick was just supposed to be a go-between. It's like, okay, Hansi, okay, cool, come in, you're an assistant, just do your thing. And then we're just going to just focus on trying to get a Pochettino, a Wenger, or a Mourinho. So Hansi Flick was like, cool, I'm coming in here as a caretaker. 7 long years. This guy is a great story. It is an absolutely amazing story, because what this says is you don't always need a big name. Do you know what this Champions League final is? I'm going to call this is the story of the unknowns. You know, what's it called? Klopp, Mourinho, flipping Pep, all these other guys. Hansi Flick, Neymar, Lewandowski, Mbappe, Gnabry, Kingsley Coman. This is the final of the unknowns. The final of the unknowns. And this, it's like, basically, this is like 2014 all over again. This is where, because you say to yourself that after we saw 7-1, it's like, you've got to win it now. You have to win it now. Like, it doesn't make any sense if you don't win it now, because you've done the deed. You've done the flipping deed. So, similar to this whole thing, once 8-2 happened, it was like, yeah, man, all right. Like, you now have to go and just seal the flipping deal. You have to go ahead and just seal the flipping deal, because you now have to go ahead and just show that you deserve to win this. This was a game of the better team against great chances. Hansi Flick showed that he's a better manager than Tuchel, which is crazy, because this is Flick's first managerial for it. But tactically, Bayern Munich dominated them. They controlled the whole game. But sometimes the better team, or the team that controls it, never wins it. But PSG, they had their chances. But this just shows you this is a story of Hansi Flick. This is the story of Hansi Flick, because even if both Lewandowski and Neymar did not show their best, Lewandowski showed more threat than Neymar. I think for me, Neymar laid a brick. But it is unfair to say Neymar played badly. Bayern Munich made him play badly, because Hansi Flick and his Bayern team, they did their homework. So they were pressing him. They went on him. They were physical. They were intense. They marked him tight. They pressed him. They didn't allow him to flip and breathe. They didn't allow him to breathe. And the defensive job that Bayern did on his PSG side was supremely impressive. And what idiots we were, or some of us, or change your high line, change things. Bayern went, no, we are playing away on Bayern. They played their high line. And let's see, so much stuff has to be said. So bear with me as I go up and down. Chief Manuel Olusegun Neuer. I want to tweet that out, guys. I'm sorry. Easy. Chief, for what he has done, we need to do the same. Chief Manuel Olusegun Neuer. Chief Oga. That is what you call an Olusegun. That is what you call an Olusegun, because see, the thing about that was that Stegen, and I was one of those guys that said, no, Stegen is the guy. Stegen is the dude. Stegen is the dude. Stegen is the dude. He is the next guy. He's the big thing. He's going to do his thing. Stegen is the next big keeper. And then I was like, oh, so I'm now useless. Yeah, you're useless. Then Stegen felt the power of 8. He felt the power of it. So he felt that's Lara Croft. And Neuer said, no, HH, easy, because I'm going to call Neuer tomorrow. I'm going to give him a call tomorrow. Neuer said, no, easy, HH. Well, no, wait, you disrespect. I tried to apologize to Neuer. He wasn't taking my calls. I tried to call him like last night. Neuer said, I'm not taking your calls. Wait until after the final. That save he made on Neymar, that's 2 saves. Those are what you call big boy saves. Big boy saves. Clutch. And seeing him do that, it's like, you know what? Hands right up. Hands right up. This guy, you see, just for what he's done, 2 trebles. 2 trebles and the World Cup. Remember, you can only become a horseman after you retire. But as of right now, he is on the waiting list. We will review his career and so forth, but Neuer, you are on the waiting list because we are waiting for the 6th horseman. There are 5 horsemen. But as of right now, there is a very compelling argument that we are looking at the 6th horseman, but we can only do it after he's retired. But those are 2 big boy saves. You said it's like Neymar, he could have scored, but Neymar was 1v1. But look, man, because I can always tell that it's a save based on the nature of the save, because literally he put himself out and it was the back of his leg that hit it. So that was how close it was, because it could have easily gone through his legs. Could have easily gone through his legs. And the save on Marquinhos was huge. Thiago Alcantara, what a way to bow out. If Thiago Alcantara is to leave, what a way to bow out. Best player on the pitch. Best player on the pitch. Superb passing, superb vision, great tackling, great blocking, great positioning, consistent all the way throughout, totally dictated play. Similar to what Xavi was doing in the 2011 CL final. Totally dictated play. Thiago, if you're going to go out like that, what a way to bow out with generally a man of the match performance. And I just think that Bayern Munich's pressing, their physicality, their defensive setup, their tactical strategy completely and totally nullified PSG. I see PSG were always going to get chances because they have quality players. But this game went exactly to plan. Because what Bayern knew is that they're going to have chances because they're too good. Let's restrict the amount of chances they have, but specifically, let us take their best player of the game, Neymar. Neymar was inconsequential. Just best, you better show your face in here. Just best, you better, don't just show your face when Neymar was. You best show your face here, just best, because I had to take so much crap from you for the past few weeks. The amount of garbage I took from you from the past few weeks was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So just besting, I need you to explain to me what Neymar just did on that pitch. I need, because I thought this was supposed to be the next dude in line. See, as of right now, guys, the throne is vacant. There is no chief ogre. I am putting Cristiano or Messi on that throne. No, I'm not. It's supposed to be Neymar. That throne is now vacant now. That throne is now vacant. But you see, don't worry, guys, send in your super chats. I will get your super chats. Let me just get out this review, then I will get your super chats. So send your super chats now, and I will go through and I will read all super chats. I'll read all super chats. And guys, drop a like. Drop a like. It's your boy. It's a CL fan. It's gonna be an all night. We're gonna bring in guys in the next hour to talk. So guys, let's break this all down. So let's go back to PSG. For me, for PSG, put it this way. This is why I said there were big calls. An argument could have been made. For Tuchel should have at beginning of the second half. You have to make a big calls. Tuchel should have been like, you know what, Bayern have sorted this out. Whereas we could remember, Bayern are not Atalanta. Bayern are not Leipzig. They're not to Dortmund. This is Bayern Munich, arguably the best team this year. And they have been the best team this year. After the first half, Tuchel should have known that Neymar is not getting any cheddar. We cannot have our best player literally not have the ball in space or have an effect on the game. We can't have that. So what he should have done is big decision, second half, Di Maria off, bring on Icardi or Choupo-Moting. And that's the thing. I would have brought on Icardi. You bring on Icardi and you give Neymar space. But look, you look at those chances, man. That's Mbappe chance. You see, maybe it's the injury. Maybe it's injury because both Mbappe and Neymar, their finishing has not been there. Their finishing has not been up to snuff. But for Mbappe, literally, if he just got a good connection with it, that's a goal. Good connection with it, that's a goal. But for me, let's keep it all the way stack. It's when Mbappe had a better game than Neymar. Mbappe did more than Neymar. Mbappe was more dangerous than Neymar. Neymar had a few snips, but over the 90 minutes, he just wasn't there. And I think, but I have to stress this. Yes, Neymar wasn't great. This was probably one of his worst performances. A lot of it was to do with Bayern. Bayern's pressing, and they were prepared for him. Bayern Munich were prepared for PSG. They were fully prepared, and they nullified dude. They nullified that flipping dude, you know. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But Kingsley Coman. Let's talk about Kingsley Coman. It's how these things work. Neymar, Lewandowski, Neymar, Lewandowski. They were all over everything. You know, who's going to win us? It's going to be Neymar. It's going to be Lewandowski. It's going to be Lewandowski. It's going to be Neymar. Who's going to be the guy that was what we're looking for. And this is always how these things happen. The people who we pump up, the people who we believe are going to end up doing those things, it doesn't really happen. And this goes back to Hansi Flick. Everybody was shocked when I said, wait a minute, you're not starting Perisic? You're not starting Perisic? But he went, no, I'm going to go with Coman. And I was like, you see, I could understand the tactical thing of Coman based on he's a better winger, more dribbles, and he can walk it much more. But the whole thing of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why would you change a winning formula? Why would you change something that has worked for you so well thus far? But this is why these managers get paid this amount of money, because they have to make these big calls. And while we are shocked about them, they've got to say, I don't really care about your reactions. This is going to make the big call. And for Coman, he had a pretty good before the goal. Before the goal, I was saying that, okay, even if you bring on Perisic, he's actually having a pretty good game because he was causing Kera a lot of issues. And you see, my thing is two things without goal. Kera messed up. Kera, he completely messed up because he misjudged the height of the ball. The ball came through. He misjudged it. He knelt down, but that was a great header. That was a superb and great header. That was an amazing header. You have to say, you know what? 100%, that was an amazing header. So, you see, for Bayern, man, look, man, they deserved. PSG cannot have any qualms. They don't have any qualms. Now, I'll be real with you guys. Bayern deserved it 100%. All I'm saying is this. Was that or was that not a penalty? From what I saw, from the replays that were given, that looked like a penalty. For me, that looked like a penalty. So I don't know what guys were smoking and everything. For me, that looked like a penalty. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, but see, PSG can't now say, oh my God, there was no robbery in this. It was a good final. It was finally, but for me, I feel that the difference was PSG were controlled. And PSG knew that, okay, these guys have a handle of the game, but still, the team who controls the game doesn't necessarily win the match. It's about scoring the goals. And PSG, see, if PSG end up where they had no chances, there was nothing, then fine. The chances were there. The chances were there. The chances were there to put them away. The chance, the Neymar chance, the Mbappe chance, even flipping Choupo-Moting. I didn't even know what he was doing because when Neymar did that cross, Choupo-Moting, any kind of connection with it, it's a G. So, because look, see, Neymar was crying at the end and so forth. And I see, for Neymar, this will pain him because Neymar will know that he didn't have his best game. but he will know that the chances were there. And in a final, a game of this magnitude, you've got to put those chances away. You have to put those chances away. Yeah, you have to put those chances away. So, and I just don't know what happened with Neymar and so forth in the last few games, but it is what it is. But look, man, guys, man, I mean, narratives. You see, basically, I will still put a petition that they should still put forth the Ballon d'Or. And if we're doing the Ballon d'Or, you've got to give it to Lewandowski. You have to give it to Lewandowski. I mean, he had an all right game and so forth, but it wasn't obviously his best game. But based off the season he's had, the goals he has scored, and the fact that he's won a treble and he's won the Champions League, you have to give it to Lewandowski. You simply have to. So he simply deserves it because, again, nobody can give me a better argument than Lewandowski. No one. There isn't a better argument in terms of your performance and your achievements. You put those things side by side. You have to give that whole thing to Lewandowski. But for Bayern Munich, man, deserved. Like, look, if PSG had won this game, okay, it would be deserved as well. But in terms of what Bayern Munich have done for this entire season, how they've played, their performances, the goals that they have scored, they deserve it. They deserve it. And for Hansi Flick, man, guys, you have to look at the full story, man. This guy took over a messed up team under Niko Kovac. Because if you just think about it, if you remember what Bayern Munich were under Niko Kovac, that's why I said I wanted Bayern. That is why I was confident that Chelsea would have lubricated Bayern, because I thought that was the Niko Kovac Bayern Munich. But when you look at how they were under Niko Kovac compared to how they are now, the improvement is crazy, and that is down to Hansi Flick. So I would argue that this has to be one of the greatest this way. In terms of club football, there is no greater managerial turnaround than this. Because when Pep Guardiola took over, the Riker team was still pretty good. So apart from Pep, who had a whole season, Homeboy came in mid-season, a team that was struggling, turned them around and won a flipping treble. 7 years since they reached the Champions League final, and the golden there are winning. And also as well, it was a masterstroke. You see, people will say that that's due to the game was Thiago. I would argue, for me, man of the match for me is Hansi Flick, because Bayern controlled the game, they nullified Neymar, they took PSG out of their rhythm. PSG just didn't look. I did not know where the heck the goal was coming from, and he started Kingsley Coman, which was a big, massive call to drop Perisic and to start Coman. And Coman went ahead and scored the goal. And that's what, because even when you saw Coman score, you saw Perisic go in and even hug him. Because obviously Perisic would have been pissed about that. Man, wait, what the hell? How come? But when he sees that, he's like, bruh, props. So look, man, I mean, for Bayern, huge, massive. Congrats. Well done. And I think it's pretty much what we said before, because it's, again, the parallels to 2014 is big, because remember, Argentina in that World Cup, they had a very easy run. And they faced one, but they had an easy run. But Germany actually had a bit much more of a trickier run, but then you now saw what they did to Brazil. But we said that whoever comes from that Bayern side would win this whole thing, based on the kind of teams that they had to face. And see, really, the toughest thing that PSG faced was Real Madrid. And that was early Real Madrid. But then you look at Dortmund, Leipzig, and then Atalanta. Probably the toughest team apart from Bayern Munich that PSG faced was Atalanta, who almost knocked them out. So, but look, I mean, for PSG, it's about baby steps. This is the first time they've ever reached a Champions League final. First time ever. And I just think that the experience of Bayern Munich won through. And it felt for me, even from the very first minute, it just felt for me that Bayern Munich were much better prepared. They were much better prepared for this game than PSG were, And So you look over the aftermath. Obviously, we'll obviously discuss that in the next hour when we bring in the hanger. But for Neymar, I mean, look, it is still it's a huge step forward for PSG. They just faced a better. It's as simple as that. PSG just faced a better team. They just faced a better team, and they just were not ready to beat that team. Because again, I feel that even if PSG had scored or equalized, there was just an air of inevitability that Bayern Munich were just going to win this. It just felt an air that they were going to win this. But Mbappe will be thinking about that chance for a long time because that was an amazing chance. That was an amazing, amazing chance. You see, I've not seen the Neymar chance those many times, and I think he had it on his left foot, but it was a damn good opportunity because it was pretty much a 1v1. So he has, because if Neymar had a good connection on that, it's a goal because it was pretty much a 1v1. But again, as I said again, Manuel Olusegun Neuer, like I see, that's what I want to see. It's similar to what Casillas did in the World Cup final in 2010, where you come in and you make big saves. Because a lot of the time they're like, okay, well, it's all about the outfield players. How can you rate a keeper? But my thing is that when you're called upon, and because sometimes as a keeper, you're not even called upon. But when you're called upon and you can make a big save, that's what you want, man. That's what you want, man. So look, man, I say for Bayern Munich, man, treble. Their second treble, arguably this one, and again, guys, see, everyone was saying, oh, 3-1, 4-2. Apart from the scoreline, the game went exactly how I thought it would go. It felt like a chess match. It was tight. And for me, basically, a final shouldn't be like 3-0, 5-0, 5-3. For me, this is probably one of the better finals. I also say that the best final I've seen is still the 05 final, like Liverpool AC Milan. But I would argue that this is the second best final in terms of just the quality of the game. Because every other final has just been either boring or one-sided. This was a really good, tight game. Bayern with the better team, but it was a really good, tight game where both teams had really good chances. But then Bayern were just the guys who were able to say what's up. So let me get to your super chats, guys. Damn. So from Totally Awesome. Champione, ole, ole, ole. Congrats. Carol N. Bayern deserved this. PSG were too busy diving. Look, I don't know about them diving or anything, but I would say, no, Bayern they deserved it. 100%. Based on what Bayern have done throughout the whole season, they deserved it. From Footy Wizard, Neymar and Mbappe flopped. Yeah, they flopped. They both flopped, but for me, I would say Neymar flopped harder. Mbappe is a 21-year-old. People forget, Mbappe is 21. Neymar, you're in your prime. So for me, I think the biggest flop for me is Neymar, based on you're the best player in the team. You are 28, and the focus was on you to be the main prime player, and you bricked it, man. From Yassir's, there's Josh Beston. From Yassir's side, Philippe Coutinho won a treble. And so Barcelona now have to pay them 6 million. No, sorry. So Barcelona have to pay Liverpool how much? 6-7 million? Lord in heaven. From Rahul KN, Hansi, the best manager in the world, and Coman with a final goal. The GOAT. Amazing. I think for me, Hansi Flick right now, you have to put him in as one of the best managers in the world, for sure. And Kingsley Coman with a final goal. Basically, it's poetic. It's pointing of all the people to score him. It's poetic. Josh Beston says, congrats, Bayern. Neymar is still the GOAT. We go next year. Josh Beston, you're a psychopath. Beston, you can't call Neymar the GOAT after he laid a brick. It makes no sense. It makes you look like a fool. I'm sorry. From Mr. Arsenal, Coutinho left Barca to win the CL, but won on loan. which is crazy. Shout out to Coutinho, man. Jude 2000 says, Lewandowski 7, Neymar 3, Mbappe 2, Neuer 10. Neuer is why Flick plays Highline. Oh, yeah, for sure. Why would you give Mbappe a lower scoreline than Neymar? See, that's what I don't understand is how did Neymar have a better game than Mbappe? They both did have great games. How the heck would you give Mbappe a worse mark than Neymar? Neymar did not have a good game at all. He did not have a good game at all, bro. I'm sorry. The real deal. I don't know what's worse, Neymar or Messi's performance. Messi, because Neymar was still trying, but he just got put out. Messi didn't even try. See, Messi gave up. That was the biggest thing. Messi gave up. Neymar actually was still trying. Daniel Vincent, Neuer, Horseman. Daniel, we can only review Horseman's status after a player has retired. So once he retires, then we'll then see. But he is a good shot to be sixth Horseman. From RDZ17. Infinity Stones, man, congrats to you as well. Infinity Stones, man, and Mark, congrats, boys. Thiago is miles ahead of Verratti. RDZ, he was injured. He was injured. Leave Marco alone. Leave my Marco alone. Okay, he was injured. From the real deal, Neymar is a glorified Robinho, never compared to Cristiano. Real deal, he's a different player from Cristiano. You can't do that. And calling him a glorified Robinho is harsh, very harsh indeed. From Hakim, respects PSG, still the second best team in Europe. I don't think PSG are better than Liverpool. I'm not sure about that. I don't know about second best team in Europe. Nah, I don't know. From Shane Schubert, busy celebrating, but just wanted to drop in and say thanks for the exceptional content, analysis, and passion for the game. Tonight was a victory by a true team. Selfless, relentless, and committed for getting that W. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Congrats, man. Shane Schubert. Well done. Congrats. Dankeschön. You should enjoy yourself. You deserve it. Footy Wizard. Barca gonna give Liverpool that continued cheddar. Yep, I think they owed them like about 6 mil. Barca, basically, Barcelona are the true L's this season. Hence why they have a wing. Rahul KN. The treble is ours. Yes, it is, man. An amazing, amazing treble. Where do we rank this treble? From Anthony Gonzalez, amazing performance by Neuer. Superb. Big saves. Super big saves. Those were two huge, massive big saves. From Just Beston, where do you rank Lewandowski? Above Cannibal, Ibra, and Benzema? You see, after this season that he's had, obviously he didn't score in the final, but after this season that he has had, you have to really look at Lewandowski as one of the best. See, for me, in terms of achievements, you've got to go with Benzema. But for me, in terms of just general play and as a player, you've got to look at Lewandowski. You've got to look at Lewandowski. Although peak Cannibal was crazy. From Rahul KN, Rahul KN says that Lever deserves the Ballon d'Or. Even Muller deserves credit. Coman, G-Dub, and Bayern are rightfully the best team in the world. Well done. Look, as I said, congrats. Well done. Much deserved. From Brian K.O. Verratti, that's through ball, and he was fearless. Yeah, look, Verratti, he did his thing, but for me, he just wasn't fit enough. He wasn't fit enough. He wasn't fit enough. He did his thing, but he wasn't fit enough, man. He wasn't match fit. Mohamed Noor says Neymar, Mbappe, Flopendowski all flopped. For me, I would say Mbappe flopped. Neymar flopped big time. Lewandowski I wouldn't say Lewandowski flopped. He just didn't score. So all because a guy doesn't score doesn't mean that he flopped. He just didn't score, man. So from Victor Hunter Mehab, Neymar is a bomb. Wow. Butler, worst final ever. Wasn't great, man. It wasn't great for me, man. Daniel Henkel, reminder that HH wanted Bayern round of 16. Congrats. I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. From Armchair Critic, Neymar can't look at Messi or Cristiano in the eye. Shame. Remind me again where Cristiano finished this season. Remind me again where Messi finished. For me, I don't want to hear from either Messi, Cristiano, or Neymar. The throne is unoccupied. So all three of them, I don't want to hear from I don't want to hear from any of them. All three of them. The only guy who I now respect is Neuer. Neuer is the only dude that I respect. Forget all those three. From Martin Rosario, Coutinho wins the CL and Copa without Neymar and Messi. Martin, man, relax with that agenda. Whimsical thoughts. Thank you for super chat. Whimsical thought. Now a reactionary comment. I used to say Oliver Kahn in my greatest 11. I'm replacing him with Neuer. 2 trebles, World Cup winner, revolutionized the role. Look, man, put some respect on Neuer's name. Put some respect on Neuer's name, man. Please put some respect on flipping Neuer's name. From Mohamed Noor again, Mbappe missed the worst chance and poor on the counter. Yeah, no. For me, again, Mbappe, that was a big chance. Are we going to ignore? Are we going to ignore Neymar's performance? Mbappe was bad. Neymar was worse. Mbappe did more than Neymar. Mbappe is 21. Neymar is 28. And Neymar's performance, I'm sorry, man, that was a shocker. That was an absolute shocker. From F-Babs, Tuchel needs to leave or get sacked. How do you blame this on Tuchel? You can't blame this on Tuchel. They just faced a better team. There is nothing that he did tactically wrong or anything. They just faced a better team. From Silver Spring, Mane is clear of Neymar. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Clear of Neymar, that's harsh. That's harsh. Wait, but guys, let's just keep it real here. Are we honestly saying, I know that Mbappe has a World Cup and your 2 goals can't give me a goal in a World Cup knockouts game, but can we just be real here? Are you honestly guys telling me that Neymar played better in that game than Mbappe? They were both bad. They both flopped. Let's just say they both flopped. But one guy flopped harder than the other dude. So it's as simple as that. One guy flops harder than the other dude. So anybody saying Mbappe was worse than Neymar, you have an agenda. Mbappe was, let's see, for me, Mbappe wasn't bad in this game. He wasn't. Mbappe created more stuff in this game. The issue was that chance. That was an amazing chance. That was it. Neymar, he didn't do anything. He got dispossessed. Did Neymar complete one dribble? He had a few runs. He didn't complete any dribbles. He didn't cause any chances. It is what it is, man. So Mbappe was worse than Neymar. He had several chances and scoffed it. It's not about who missed the more chances. Who was worse? Neymar didn't do anything in this game. Remember, Mbappe yet again created another chance for Neymar. What did Neymar do in this game? Mbappe was gotten past guys. He got fouled. Beat guys again. And again, that whole thing, for me, look at the thing again. That looked like a penalty. The way that he was brought down, if you look at, there was a connection on him, that looked like a penalty. So he could have won a penalty that was there. So Mbappe showed more in the game than Neymar. And the reason for that is, I think, tactical. Neymar in that false line position, Bayern Munich completely and totally did not allow Neymar to breathe. So Neymar just had to move out into the game, but Neymar was completely, totally subdued. Like, Neymar didn't do anything in the game. Neymar didn't do anything positive in the game. That was my issue. So from Rahul Kane, Neuer is better than Alisson, Ter Stegen, and Buffon. Well, let's not talk about Buffon, please. I mean, the less said about Buffon, the better. The less said about Buffon, the better. But Neuer right now has shown that he's the king. I told you, for right now, I'm making him a chief. Right now, so actually, I don't want to hear about Messi, Cristiano, or Neymar. I don't want to hear about any of those dudes. I don't want to hear about any of those flipping dudes. All I want to hear about now is Neuer. Because he showed up. He came up big. He came up big. I'm critic. It was a penalty in my opinion, but he missed a chance too. Yeah, 100%. Like, Mbappe missed an absolutely amazing chance. An absolutely amazing chance. But Mbappe is 21. Because the way people are saying, see, it just shows you how crazy he is. He's 21. If he's 20, there's like, oh, damn. He's 21. Okay. He's going to have a lot more other opportunities. He's 20 flipping one. But homeboy, Neymar, you're in your prime. You are in your prime. And you did nothing. You did nothing in this game. Bro, I'm sorry, man. So, I mean, like, we have to just keep it a stack. So remember, guys, at the top of the hour, I will send out the link top of the hour, I will send out the link for you guys to join in on the hangout. I'll send out the link. It's just remember, no excuses. Mbappe breaks up along with Neymar, 100%. Did you listen to my preview? Where in my preview did I say, man, Mbappe, this is it? My preview was all about Neymar Lewandowski. I'm not going to put all the pressure on a 21-year-old. I didn't do that when Messi was 21. I didn't do that when Neymar was 21. Because you're 21. Now, if you're 26, you're 27, you're 28, bro, this is your prime. So I'm going to be harsher on you as a 26, 27 and up dude than a 21-year-old. I simply am. Because when you're at your peak, I expect you to come money. So my focus is on Neymar. Lewandowski, he was on the winning team. He was on the winning team, and he did hit the bar. So for me, between Lewandowski and Neymar, Lewandowski had a better game. Lewandowski did more than Neymar did. Like Lewandowski affected more in that game than Neymar did. Like the only thing that Neymar did was the 1v1 that Neuer saved and the cross that he put in for Choupo-Moting. So it is what it is, man. Coman absolutely destroyed Kara. It was Hansi Flick, 100%. He studied it and he knew, because as I said again, Coman and Perisic are two very different players. So Hansi Flick was like, you know what? Let's test that jaw. Because I know Coman can, and he's so lucky because Coman can either have a frustrating game where he annoys you, or he can do what he did in this game. See, this is the good Kingsley Coman where, oh wow, this guy can actually do something. And he had he really, really, really messed up Kera. He messed him up, man. He messed him up. Lewandowski, you can't. No, look, it is what it is. I would have liked him to score or do more. Lewandowski is now a Champions League winner, so you cannot hold that against him now. So he can now say, I am a Champions League winner. And the thing is, he has pretty much been the face and backbone of this team for much of the season. He's been the face and backbone of this game of the season, man. Bro, if he costs 300 million, I think he should be expected to make a one shot from 1 yard away. No, look, as I said again, look, man, Neymar, no, what excuses do you have? What excuses do you have? You have no excuses. The chance was there, and when you're playing at this level, because again, basically, I want to see that. I want to watch those highlights again. But that was a great chance. That was an absolutely great chance. And that's why you were brought here. You were brought here to finish off those chances. You were brought here to finish all those chances. Liverpool and Bayern Munich are bigger than Barcelona. Well, at the moment right now, Barcelona have a wing. So if you have a wing in the Brick Academy, I don't think you're bigger than Pepe Le Pew. So as a right, you know Jerry, the mouse from Tom and Jerry. Jerry is bigger than Barcelona right now. Barcelona have to pay Liverpool 6 million. So right now it ain't great, man. Can you please put a proper analysis on Davis's defending? You see, for me, I thought Davis had a pretty good, solid game. I think the only mistake he made, I wouldn't even call it a mistake because he still did maybe the right decision, was his foul on Kara. Because if he doesn't make that foul on Kara is free. So apart from that, I thought Davis was pretty damn solid. So I remember he was on a yellow for a large part of that game after he got the yellow on Kara, but I thought it was pretty solid. And I think neither two things. Di Maria did colo him. And that was a nice colo that Di Maria did. But apart from the Di Maria colo and the foul on Kara, I thought that he handled Di Maria and Mbappe pretty well. Basically, Bayern Munich defensively, I thought they were quality. And basically, like, as the game wore on, it just seemed less likely that PSG were going to score. It just seemed less likely that PSG was going to score. Mr. Arsenal, top performance by Thiago Silva. Chelsea have a player. Look, I was just about to say that like Thiago Silva played really well. And Kimpembe, I thought Thiago Silva and Kimpembe really had a good, solid encounter. I thought they had a really good, solid encounter. But Thiago Silva, I said again, guy is a good defender. And even if he's 30-something and he's in his older age and so forth, the guy is still a solid defender. And if Francis doesn't bring out the cash to get Thiago Silva, the guy's a flipping moron. So if Chelsea can get the dude, it'll be huge. Yo, shout out to fellow YouTuber Miss Milo Miriam, man. Shout man, thanks for the support. I never want to see Herrera start again in a CL final ever again. PSG don't have a solid midfield except Verratti. As I said again, if Bayern Munich allowed a dude called Ander Jeremiah Herrera to score in a CL final, I'm quitting YouTube and I'm quitting this whole football hot thing. Because that's the whole thing. But look, I'll be real with you. Ander Herrera was all right. He was all right in that game. You know. But see, my thing is the biggest issue for PSG was Verratti wasn't match fit. The midfield was all right, but Paredes is from the road. Marquinhos is iron. He's really a defender. Paredes is from the road. Ander Herrera is just like a thug from the streets of what's called Spain or tapas bar. So, you know, the missing thing that the homeboy just was not match fit. So okay, I think I missed some super chats, man. So from Adju to 2000, penalty not given. Lewandowski better than Mbappe. Mbappe better than Coman. So Lewandowski better than Mbappe. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, that's his. I don't know. You know, from Rahul Kayan, put some respect on Muller's name. Der Ramdute. But Muller didn't have a great game, Rahul. So we can't really say that, oh, put some respect on his name. He didn't really have that great a game. Let's keep it real, man. He didn't really have that great a game. Just besting. Age is just a number. Stop the special treatment. Just besting. I know this is not the night for you, but just besting, I'm sorry. Neymar is in his prime, 27, 28. And Mbappe is 21. I'm sorry. I'm coming for your boy. I'm sorry. Amateur critic. Is Neymar still third of this generation after Messi and Cristiano? First of all, I don't even put Cristiano top 2 in this generation. Those are you guys. For me, you would still have. It's a difficult one. It's a really difficult one. Would you put him in this conversation? I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Because this was really this was damning. You know, I was very disappointed in what he did. So I've got to think about that one. Maybe holistically you would, but I don't know, man. Neymar, I mean, he flopped. From Mohamed Noor. Messi scored in a UCL final at 21. I'm just saying. Wait, was he 20? Wait, was Messi 21 in 09? Was it 21 in 09? Yeah, but okay. So even if he scored in a final at 21, so I wasn't putting any pressure on Messi at 21. It was like, basically, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, Messi, you have to do something. There was no expectancy for Messi to do anything because there shouldn't be any expectancy on a flipping 21-year-old. That's what I'm saying. But Mohamed Noor, how many World Cups does Messi have? How many World Cups does Messi have? So from Mr. Arsenal, oh yeah, I already read that. From Zoatank TV, we disrespect Neuer with De Gea, Oblak, Ter Stegen chat. Manuel Neuer has been the best goalkeeper for the last 10 years. He is the GOAT goalkeeper. Move over, Yashin. Now, Zoatank TV, let's be fair here. Neuer did take a dip. Remember what Mane did to Neuer? El Dio embarrassed him. LDO embarrassed him. So look, man, it's not been all pretty for homeboy. So let's just be clear there. But my thing though is Neuer. See, what I like about this thing is it's a response. It is a great response from Neuer because of the kind of pressure he's been under. Can he have just shown people that, you know what, I'm still that dude? So I love what he did because it just shows that he's still that dude and you should not really ignore what he's about. From Yasser Said, man, Herrera was PSG's best player. He created some of the best chances PSG had. Yes, that was a great pass he did for Didi Maria. PSG's best player for me was Thiago Silva. That was their best player. Herrera for me, I think was their second best player, and that's the issue. Look at PSG's best players: Thiago Silva and Herrera, guys that don't really can make anything pop off in attack. So that was the issue. Bayern Munich's best players, I would argue, were Thiago, Kingsley Coman, and Neuer. Key thing, Kingsley Coman. Forget about the goal. Coman was money. From Latin Lozario, who says, Flick got Fraudiola the F out of here. Salute. Man, look, as I said again, man, it's not looking good for Fraudiola and Peeps, man. Not looking good for Fraudiola and Peeps. Oh gosh, by the way, Hazem is banned. So guys, 15 minutes, I will be sending out the Hangout link. I'll be sending out the link for guys to join in. So we're going to have a noise all night. So let me just send out the tweet. In 15 minutes, we will be joined by the rest of the peeps. So 15 minutes, we'll send out Hangout link. So guys, let me ask you guys then. So where do we rate this run? I probably ask the guys, okay, where do we rate this Bayern Munich run? See, the issue about it is I would have liked to see what Bayern Munich would have done if it was two legs all the way through. Because again, you just don't know what they would have done like at the new camp and all that kind of stuff, man. But this has to be one of the best runs in terms of how well they played. Because, and I told you, see, if Bayern, this is what I said yesterday, if Bayern had smacked up and pimp slapped PSG in the final, it would have been the greatest run ever. But it was 1-0, and I knew it was going to be a close game. I thought it was going to be 1-1, but I knew that the game wouldn't be like 3-1 or 4-1. It would be either like a 1-0, 1-1, or a very, very close game. But see, my thing now is what is now the next step? Now moving forward, how do we now progress? So because I don't think this. See, the thing now that the danger is Leroy Sané is coming. Leroy Sané is coming. But as much as Bayern Munich look really good, Lewandowski is getting a bit older. Muller is getting a bit older. And I just think that Liverpool are still a massive threat. I still think that Liverpool are still a huge, massive threat, and you cannot ignore that. And we don't know what Real Madrid are going to do next year. So that's just the thing there. But look, man, guys, I'm sorry, man. I'm going to keep it real, guys. Hashtag no excuses. Neymar, crap. Neymar flopped. Sergio, simps. I don't know what a simp is, but I guess Mods, you have the but Mods put people in timeout. Don't ban people. Banning may be too much, but if there are any people that are saying anything that is non-football or just trying to be a bit weird and awkward or stuff, you have the power to put them in a timeout. So put them in a timeout. But Mods, I told you have the power just to sort out the whole thing, man. So the thing, so back here onto this, man. Neymar, guys, I'm sorry, man. We pumped this guy up. We said this was your moment to shine. You were given the platform, and everybody said that's no man. Where if Neymar's on the pitch, PSG can win. It's all about Neymar. It's all about Neymar. It's all about Neymar. But I will repeat what I said is that. So let me ask you this: is it that Neymar played badly, or Bayern Munich tactically, strategically just sorted him out? Because for me, I feel that it was more of a case of Bayern Munich's tactics that made it difficult for Neymar. Neymar could have done better in terms of he could have got himself in better pockets, made better decisions and so forth, because I know that he has the ability to do that. But Bayern Munich, they knew how to position themselves. They knew where he would get the ball. They knew how to put pressure upon him. They were able to dispossess him in place, and they made life extremely difficult for him. And I just don't. And see, and here's the thing: Neymar just has not faced opposition as difficult as this, and I think that it was a culture shock for him. Because I think all through the CL, in Liga and everything, he's not faced a team that's pressed as much as this, as effectively as this, or a team as experienced physically in defensively lubricating you as Bayern Munich. So because the mistake we always make is, oh my gosh, no, Neymar, he's a brick. You flopped. Well, credits the opposition. Credits what the opposition did. Credits the opposition saying what's up. Credit the opposition saying, you know what, we're gonna break you open. We're gonna break you open. And I'm sure again, would Neymar be better at Barcelona if Messi leaves? It depends what the Barcelona looks like. Because if Messi leaves, what does the team look like? At the moment, PSG look a much better team and a much more in control than Barcelona. Barcelona it's a mess. It's a mess. So would you advise Neymar to go into a team who've just changed managers, where you now have people who hate the presidents? And remember, we're still in COVID. Who can Barcelona buy? That's the issue. They're looking to sell guys to balance the book, so they can't even get guys. So it's very iffy, man. It's very iffy. Okay, what else you guys say, man? Stop making excuses for Neymar. You don't make excuses for Messi. Wait, how am I making any excuses for? I just said to you that he flopped, but it is what it is. But what I say is that whenever you guys say Messi or Cristiano are the GOATs, I'm like, all I ask is just give me a World Cup. That's just all I say. That's just all I say. It's not about being harsh. Whenever you say Messi, Cristiano, I just say you can't be a GOAT with no World Cup. That's what I'm saying. I'm making zero excuses for Neymar. But all I'm saying is I'm being fair. He flopped. You had your chances. You didn't play well. You didn't affect the game when you could have affected the game. And Bayern defended him well. So all those things can be true, where he played badly and the opposition defended him well. From Silver Spring, Mbappe said he was inspired by Henry, and his performance tonight, he wasn't. That's harsh. Come on, bro. That's harsh. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Actually, by the same logic, you could say that it was Love's tactics that stopped Messi in 2014. But my thing though is, I think I'm getting a thing. No, my thing is, no one ever said Neymar is the GOAT. You see, I respond to what people say. If you call yourself the GOAT, the greatest player of all time, I expect you to do great things. Nobody has ever uttered the words Neymar GOAT. If you tell me Messi is the GOAT, bro, I expect you to do more than he did in 2014. I don't care I give you zero leeway if you're supposed to be the GOAT. If it's supposed to be the GOAT, I expect you to do GOAT things. So if you're the GOAT, I give you zero leeway. Zero leeway. Absolute zero. So 6 minutes before I send out this link to the peeps, man. But look, guys, this is about Bayern Munich. It's not about Neymar. It's not about Mbappe. It's not about PSG. It's about Bayern Munich. And guys, this was a quality Champions League. For me, this has to be one of the most exciting Champions Leagues, specifically after the restart. And this was a great way to end it. And for me, I like how it ended. I liked how it ended because it ended in a way in which, okay, the guys who you think normally win ain't supposed to win. I think I missed this, man. From Brian KOO2, thank you for the super chat. HH, Neymar did not train, partying all week. Bro, Brian, if it comes out that this guy was partying all week and he didn't train, I'll just laugh. I'll just laugh. Is this? I pray it's a done deal. Please, I pray it's a done deal. See, I think this is what I'm going to ask the guys on the Hangouts, because they were saying to Chefrin, oh, we've actually had really, really good we've had really, really good matches, one-legged. But for me, you know what? I don't think I want the whole one-legged thing, man. I'd rather not. I'd rather not have the whole one-legged thing. I think I prefer and I like the way it is. I like no. For me, I want, as much as this one-legged thing is cool, I want us to go back to two legs. And also, there's a key point that someone made on Twitter: the fans. If you do it in a neutral venue, that means you have to basically pay to go to all these places. But the whole two-legged thing, fans of each team have great opportunities to watch their team play either home or away. So denying fans that, I just think, would be unfair. And look, as good as this was great, let's not forget how amazing the away goal thing is. That away goal rule is cool. And then some moron said, oh, I wish we could go back to two legs and take away the away goal. That would be great. You stupid idiot. What a thick-headed thing to say. The best thing would be to do two legs and no away goal. Are you dumb? That would be horrible. See, that would be horrible. Two legs and there's no away goal. Crap. Absolute crap. Absolute. I say, some people on Twitter are stupid. I swear to you. They're just, either they're born stupid or they just want to be stupid, man. Either they're stupid or they're born to be stupid. You know what? But they'll never do it. Bring back the golden goal. The golden goal would be flipping amazing. But yeah, look, man, for Bayern Munich, man, deserved winners. Deserved winners. They won every single game. They scored a crazy amount of goals. They played very positively, very attacking. And for me, as a team, they were just simply the best team. It just didn't seem to me that anybody could have beaten them. Now, people will say, what if they played Liverpool? What if they played Man City? Who knows what have happened? But when I just look at across the whole season, how they played, specifically once Hansi Flick took over, you've got to give him that dub. But my thing is, Ballon d'Or, you sick pricks. What excuse is there for the Ballon d'Or not to come forth? How do you not put the Ballon d'Or for? Because you have to give it to Lewandowski, and that would be a great thing personally for him. Of course, Lewandowski is super happy. You could see how emotional it was for him to win the Champions League. But based on his career, based on what he's done in his career and so forth, to cap it off with a treble, the elusive Champions League he's been waiting for, and a Ballon d'Or, it's deserved. It's deserved. It's deserved. So it is and for me, it's just that it does not make any sense. I really believe that Ballon d'Or are hanging on to the Messi Cristiano narrative, because that's what makes the Ballon d'Or relevant. Because of the both of them, they get massive amounts of views based on their psychopathic fanboys. No fans of them, they're psychopathic fanboys. So I just think, with Ballon d'Or, those guys are just very stupid. You see, I am going to actually launch a campaign. I'm going to launch a campaign that says, give Lewandowski the Ballon d'Or. It's deserved. It's deserved. He deserves it. He 100%, 1000% deserves it. Give it to him. I just think that is just cheap to rob it off of him now. The real deal says that the game will be remembered for Neymar, not Bayern. I disagree. You see, guys who are not football fans, who don't care about the sport. Oh yeah, for sure, because they don't care about the sport. They're morons. So their focus is on, oh my gosh, is it Neymar? What did Neymar do? What did Neymar do? What did Neymar do? So that's for them. But for football fans, yeah, Neymar did this thing, but my gosh, man, Bayern Munich won a treble. Lewandowski scored 50 something kind of goals. Hansi Flick puts forth a managerial masterclass, an absolute flipping managerial masterclass. So nah. They'll be giving their love for sure. Okay, let's see what's happening, man. What's happening? So let me send out this link. Man. Let me send out this link. All right, here we go. All right. Oops, what are we doing? So let's write. So wait. Let me send out this thing. Discard. What the guy say? So all those guys, they want that link, man. All right. We don't have this guy's in there. Okay, let me bring him in. All right. So, Nata says the Ballon d'Or is French, so it has French bias. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's again, but Sinatsa is still stupid because their argument is these idiots are really trying to tell us that they use because Ligue 1 didn't finish, they say it's unfair. Do you know how thick? Basically, my thing is, if the Ballon d'Or really doesn't go through, it has to be boycotted. It has to be 100% boycotted. If it doesn't go through, it has to be 100% boycotted. All right, man. Let me send out this link to you all, man. All right. All right. Give it to PD call. All right, Red Man, bro.
Yo, what's going on?
So, before I bring in the other guys in, just general thoughts, man. General thoughts on the game.
Man, the best team in the world won, like deservingly so. Like overall over 90 minutes, the team cream rises to the top always. And like I felt in this game, the spine of Bayern was just so much stronger. Like they could suffer so much more, and they just overall had a plan. And when they saw the weaknesses, when they started to spread out extra, like wide, extra, like in the second half, like they gave PSG a lot of problems. Yeah, like and they defend, like even with Boateng coming off injured, like Sule comes on, he like did his thing. He did it like. It was just a great match by Bayern. Well played. Like even like Lewandowski, which like I saw that people were trying to criticize him for not. He was doing very well, making like any chance he was literally an inch away from glory early on in the game.
He did better than Neymar, man.
Oh no, like well, it's we'll get to Neymar later, but like overall, just for like Bayern, like easily they like. They deserve this. This is one of the best Champions League campaigns I've ever seen. I said that before. Overall, as a team, they're a great team. Hansi Flick deserves respect.
100%.
He turned by, because if you remember early on in the season, Bayern were like fourth place. He pulled a Zidane, like similar to what happened to Zidane back in 2016. Like he did this pretty much the same thing, but I just feel like Hansi Flick had less tools to work with. Like I mean, as in like not having a Cristiano Ronaldo. But like, wow, this Bayern team. Also, shouts out to Coutinho. One last thing, Coutinho, man, this guy has won 2 La Ligas, a Copa America, a Bundesliga, a treble, a Champions League. Man, this guy has won it all. Like ever since his Liverpool fans that clowned him, man, this guy has outdone your club. Let's be honest. I'm gonna bring you guys into this, but he's outdone your club. Oh wow, but yeah,
wait,
congrats, Bayern.
Okay, wait, easy, relax, chill. Manny, I know you're there. Just relax. So Just Beston says, we all have setbacks, but we will rise again. Hashtag 2021. Just Beston, I would advise you just to change that logo you have, your avatar, because you have an avatar of Neymar celebrating with Red Bull. I don't think this is the time to put forth that avatar, bro. Manny.
How's it going, Havo, by the way? How's everyone doing? But
wait. Why has it taken you so long to come up? What the hell have you been doing that's more important than a flipping hangout?
Oh, it's the stress, man. You see what happened to my team, man? See what Pep did, man? I knew.
Manny, this is not about Lep. Thoughts on the game. General thoughts on the game.
What can I say? PSG just showed their immature team. They're just not ready for the big time. When you have Neymar, people say he had a bad game. But, I mean, he tried. He tried to make chances. Mbappe, I mean, chances like that one-on-one in the 44th minute. I mean, you gotta score. You gotta have at least a challenge. You don't kick it directly to Manuel Neuer. And people were talking about like this kid is the next thing. Supposedly, top 10, even top 5 player in the world. I don't know how you could be top 5 player in the world and make no threat whatsoever offensively. I mean, at this point, is he even world class? I don't know. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to see what this guy. 0 goals in the knockout phase. I mean, come on, guys, come on. But
Okay.
PSG overall, I mean, Icardi should have even at least got a few minutes. If none of your strikers are doing anything, give the man a chance. I know he hasn't been good, but just give him 5 minutes. Choupo-Moting, I don't know how he's playing. Uh,
Wait, and also, Mane. Why do you have that as your avatar? Why?
I mean, it's a sad day for Neymar stands, man. It's a sad day. We expect he was coming in with the speakers. We expected something from him. Listening to music, he was hyped. But I mean, come on, Neymar, you gotta do. I don't blame him, but he gotta do better. And the one thing as well, uh, Tuchel brought in the midget Verratti. This guy is
Whoa. Okay, no. Okay, that's it. We're moving on. Nah. Hold on, nah. I'm
this
not doing
guy.
that. I'm not doing that.
Okay, all right. Let me
We're
finish
not,
up.
we're not getting onto variety. Chill. Nah. I'm not doing that. Relax. Wait. So Martin Rosario says, Mane, the fraudiola apologist, back. We missed you. Yep. We missed you, Mane, man. We missed your delusion.
Pep out, man. Pep out. I'm done with this guy, man.
Shush. BD call, man. General thoughts on the game. BD call.
Yeah, what I will say is, can you guys hear me?
Yes, of course we can. Just talk. Just talk. If you can say what it says, just keep
Okay.
talking.
Yeah, so this is a really, really, really good Bayern side. And I told you that the reason why teams like Gladbach, Dortmund, and Schalke and so forth, and Leverkusen can beat Bayern is because they've been really good all second half of the season long. They've not really the thing is like it's so hard. It's so hard to score against these guys. You know, I was watching a game. Yes, PSG posed a lot of problems and so forth, but even their defending is like with ease. Everything is with ease. They don't really push themselves. They don't really force themselves. Manuel Neuer's save was with ease. And the thing that I would say too is, um, I think Bayern could win it next season, the UCL, because I think that they have a really good squad coming in, especially next season. Like, bro, Kwasi is talented. That guy.
Wait. Just general thoughts on the game. Just general thoughts on the
Mhm.
match.
Oh, on the game, right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm sorry, but to be honest, PSG really did well. PSG really, really did. Like they really gave them a lot of pressure. And it was similar to the result that Bayern had against Dortmund in Signal Iduna Park, where you just keep on attacking them, keep on giving them so much hard times, but it's not easy. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not,
Okay.
it's not easy. So for me personally, I think PSG really tried. But Bayern is just too good this season. Like I never like I knew this was gonna happen. I really knew because Gladbach, Dortmund, bro, they can't even beat Bayern, bro. Like this is how sad it is. Like, yeah, man. I'm gonna say Bayern might win the CL next season again.
Okay.
I'm
Well, no,
being
I doubt
dead
that. I
serious.
doubt that. So let me just hit some super chats and then I'll get back to you. So from Asad Ali Ibrahim, who says, how do you feel about Alcantara going to Liverpool? Huge. After that performance, that is a huge signing. If you can bring that performance to flipping Liverpool have a quality player on their hands, man. The rest of the world better be aware. Martin Rosario, so Abdeling Skill says, Mane, where have you been, bro? Big up Mane and Red. Alex One says Thiago is Brick Rat's biological father. Hashtag fraud.
Facts.
Relax, chill. So, from Transfer Tom, general thoughts on the game. Brief general thoughts on the game.
Well, I thought it was, intense. When these Champions League games come around, whether it's a final or not, it's just incredible. And I think it's a shame that fans weren't in the stadium because it's such a big matchup. But I think PSG, as soon as the goal went in, everything just went downhill from there. Really, to be honest, the game plan it was, just try and sit back and play counter attack. Really, that was the game plan, and it worked for majority of the game. But as soon as Bayern Munich got the goal, they just cut them apart and they didn't have a plan B. And I think that's the problem with Tuchel. Where most of his career, he's not got a plan B. As soon as plan A doesn't work, he hasn't got anything to relay back on. So then they're just basically in the crap, really, and they can't do anything. But credit to this Bayern Munich team, phenomenal team this season. Not even, won every single Champions League team. And you've got to think, PSG have beaten Dortmund, Atalanta, and RB Leipzig to get to the final. Bayern have had to beat, such as, say, Barcelona under decline, Chelsea, which obviously was pretty much done after the first leg. But, I just think that this team, it's so mixed well together with youth players such as Alphonso Davies, in there, and Gnabry, and obviously you've got the experienced players such as Lewandowski and Muller and Neuer, but it's just a chemistry for success. And I think, personally, I'm going to go out with a bold statement. I think Bayern Munich is going to probably win the next, maybe 2 out of the next 3 CLs, to be honest with you, because of that. I just think that they're that quality of a team. And we don't say this about a lot of things. They are a team. Every single player in that team is a team player. Whereas I look at the PSG team, it's more individuals. You expect like individual brilliance from, say, Neymar and Mbappe. Whereas with this team, can you really say that in this Bayern Munich team there's one star? Possibly, yeah, if you say Lewandowski, but they're all team players. Muller has resurfaced from absolutely nowhere to being an amazing midfielder once again. But credit to the manager, 6 months into the job, inexperienced, and he's going to take them to, winning the greatest prize in club football. Absolutely phenomenal. So big up Hansi Flick for me.
Okay. Yassi Side says, Bayern haven't lost a single game since the restart. Bayern haven't lost a single game in the CL. Germany back, hashtag 2021 heroes. Not necessarily, because Germany isn't Bayern Munich. Yes, they're a German club, but Germany don't have Thiago Alcantara. They don't have Kingsley Coman or any of these dudes. But, a lot of that spine are German players with Leroy Sané coming in through. But Bayern Munich have had an amazing run. Arjuch, general thoughts on the game, briefly. General thoughts on the game.
Sure. First of all, I owe an apology to Coman. I was hating on him the whole game, and he came clutch, so sorry for that. But I still think Perisic should start, but whatever. And Bayern just too good. They do what they can, what they want, and nobody can stop them. That's great, because Lewandowski plays for them. And another thing is everybody was talking about high line, that they will get punished, and they really didn't. And I don't think it's accident after the 3 games where they had so many chances and somehow nobody scored, right? So that's my thoughts.
Okay.
For start.
Stodge says name pride. Tough times never last. You were the guy that said that name. Oh, what did Stodge say yesterday?
Neymar is getting
Stodge said Neymar would have one of the greatest ever performances in a final history. Stodge, you better get your lying ass inside this damn hangout and explain yourself. So don't just say, "Oh, Neymar tried tough times never last." Don't give me that crap. You told us that Neymar would have the greatest ever performance ever, and you said a hat trick. You said a hat trick. Stodge, the cheek of you. What the heck? The cheek, the audacity. Look, man, Ahmed, thoughts on this whole thing, man? Ahmed.
As a game, I thought the first half was an incredible half, and then the second half, was obviously more Bayern Munich dominated than the evenness we saw in the first half. But I think that this is validation for Bayern Munich for what they've been working on because they've got the back-to-back semis. Then it was the round of 16 against Liverpool, and I feel that finally winning it after all these years of getting close is very important for the club. And then for Flick, having what was it? He didn't just win the Champions League. He took them from what was it, seventh in the Bundesliga when he
Yeah,
first came back,
yeah.
and won a treble. Like that's something almost unheard of to come in the club with the position that it was in for him to come and win a treble with that. So that's a very very big achievement because originally he was supposed to be a temporary manager and people were doubting him and wanted him out for a different person, but he's come in and he's filled. Now he has a Champions League, he has a treble and a World Cup. Well, I mean, as an assistant manager, but I mean, he's done. I think he's proven himself for Bayern Munich, and then for PSG, they didn't play too poorly, but the better team won in the end, and I feel the more deserving team, throughout the campaign, won the Champions League in the form of Bayern Munich, and it wasn't a bad final, and you notice the difference. The Bayern Munich bench, they were so into the game, but the PSG bench after that goal went in, the PSG team was just dead. I feel that
No, 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 no,
goal.
no. I still think that no, but I think they were still expecting, but they knew that because they knew how good this Bayern team was, and they knew how the game was going. That once Bayern took the lead, they were like, "Oh sugar, how are we going to score?" So,
and then the other thing is, everyone was talking, including myself. We were talking about the Bayern Munich high line and if that would be a problem heading into this game. But PSG knew that, and they still couldn't. They couldn't exploit it to their full ability. That's what's so dangerous about this Bayern Munich team. Firstly they play as a team, and secondly that even though you know what their weaknesses is, they couldn't expose it. They defended well. They did everything well today. They did everything they had to do. So credit to them.
Yeah,
okay.
they have the best wing backs in Europe, hands down. Like
Yeah,
Kimmich
Mane,
and
you've already
Davis, man.
talked. Relax. Wilton, general thoughts on the game, bro.
Man, it was a very interesting game. Especially the first half with Mbappe miss, Lewandowski hitting the post. Second half was kind of slow. Bayern dominated more in the second half than PSG did. But yeah, it was a great win by Bayern. They fully deserve. Congrats again to Bayern. Yeah, I really deserve it. Lewandowski, you finally are better than Cannibal. You're still not better than Big Benz, but you're better than Cannibal. But I'll give you that. Then Neymar, this is if I'm a Brazilian, I'll be afraid. This is the guy that's supposed to help you guys win a World Cup. I'm afraid to be a Brazilian.
Wilton.
Man.
He said he was better than Dino. Wilson, they said that he was better than Dino.
No.
Okay, that's what they told me.
Whoa. Neymar, you are a clown. Just go back to Barca. Maybe you might win a Champions League. Go back be Messi underling. You're not winning the Ballon d'Or. And I see a lot of people climbing Mbappe. Mbappe's 21. This guy's gonna be in more Champions League final. Like, yeah, he didn't win it, but if you would have won that, Cristiano and Messi, what would you guys say? What would you guys would have said? I'll be so ashamed if I'm a Messi CR7 fan. The guy literally would have woke up. Like, if he wins his Champions League, like, what would you guys say? Like, there's nothing to say.
He still has years to catch them. You'll never catch them,
Wait,
probably.
Manny, relax, chill, man. You've already spoken. All right. Rahul, general thoughts on the game.
Champione, champione, ole,
Welcome.
ole. Hey, I'm just a bit euphoric. So, coming back to the game, um, if I would say Tuchel picked up big time. If you would have seen, if you have noticed Chelsea first leg, Tottenham um, first leg against Barca and first leg against Lyon, or the only game against Lyon, you would have seen that Bayern are a bit susceptible in the first 15-20 minutes. And he should have gone for the kill at that time. He should have been more active. The players should have been more switched on. And upon that, Neymar and Mbappe missing chances, easy chances, didn't help. And once Bayern got into their groove after the 20th minute, we knew there was no stopping them. Even if there were some questionable moments within the game, but I was still confident that Bayern can pull it off. It's just the first goal. And I knew it would be coming from someone, if not Lewandowski, if not Muller. It would be someone. So out of nowhere, it came from Coman, and after that, I could see PSG's head drop, and it's like Neymar tried. I would say he showed more passion than I would say a Messi in the quarterfinals, and he tried his best. But come on, you can't you can do only that much against a team like Bayern Munich, who are the best team in the world. And rightfully, after what a change after seeing Bayern being trashed by Liverpool last year, and once Hansi took up the team, and he just lost 2 games throughout his tenure. So and 21 matches unbeaten, man, that's something otherworldly, man.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Quality. Red Devil. General thoughts on the game.
Oh, so you meet me. Yeah, okay, I'm here. Okay, cool. I was right, AH. I was right. I'm just putting out there. I'm just saying that, Bayern PSG final, Bayern to win, although the score prediction was wrong. So, but I mean, what can I say? I mean, full credit to Bayern Munich. Well, first and foremost, this was actually a very good final. I can't remember the last time I actually watched.
Wait. Who has a Windows computer on? I keep hearing, didn't. Can you just I keep hearing a Windows sound. Please, just shut that crap down. Thank you. Redel, please continue.
So yeah, just first and foremost, just like it was a good Champions League final. Like 2 teams that obviously they were going at it, and as a neutral going in, it's probably one of the best Champions League final I've watched in quite some time. In terms of
agreed.
2 teams being evenly balanced, wanting it, etc. So as a football spectacle, like it lived up to the expectation. I think that's sort of really good. But again, as I said, full credit to Bayern Munich. Like I said, props, major props has to go to Hansi Flick. This guy was a caretaker manager, and in 6 months, he's done more than what Pep Guardiola has done in the last 7 years, frankly. And I think we need to put Pep Guardiola under review in the fact that a janitor in 6 months won a treble, and you with a much better squad couldn't even get to a final, So, but I think that's for later discussion, to be honest. It is. But it is, though,
Hansi Flick was assistant manager for Germany in 2014. He's not exactly a nobody.
Red.
I agree with you, Red.
Don't. Look, please don't. Look, Red, please continue. Please. Red, don't even try it. Don't even try it. Don't you even try that nonsense. Red, please continue.
Cool. So Kingsley Coman and you have peak Robin. Come on. But anyway, and shout out to Kingsley Coman, by the way. I didn't actually think he would start, but again. I said to you on the previous show, I was like, if Bayern Munich are going to win, it's going to be because of how Hansi Flick sets the team and how he tactically does it. The PSG are going to win this because of individual brilliance from Mbappe or Neymar. And unfortunately, you just didn't see that individual brilliance from Mbappe or Neymar in this game. I think you've got to shout out to Manuel Neuer, who has kind of justified, if he didn't have to justify already, why he's Germany's #1 keeper. He had a fantastic game today. Obviously, Koeman, I've sort of already said, and that's props, obviously, Hansi Flick. Thiago, I'm very, very scared if he comes to Premier League, because if he plays like that and he's fit, because he has been injury prone somewhat, but if he plays like that for Liverpool, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for City, United, Chelsea, and the like. But he had what I would say is that, look at that goal, because a lot of people, when you look at the goal that Coman scored, it was an amazing team goal. It was such a good team goal. It's the cut through pass from Thiago first. Okay, Kimmich actually intercepts it. Then the flick by Müller in the box to actually go back to Kimmich. Then Kimmich then to deliver to Kingsley Coman. It was a very well worked team goal. And for me, that's a summary of what I'm saying is that I like the fact that
the team beats the individuals.
Exactly. That's it. The team won in the last couple of Champions Leagues, to be fair. Like even last season with Liverpool, it's the team that's won. I generally think that we're going past this age of superstars and celebrities and people hyping individual players to try and carry. Guys, that age is gone. Okay, you can't expect Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, or any individual to carry a team anymore. It is literally generally the best team that is going to win a final. I think that's good for football. And as far as PSG, so I'll just round up here. Sorry, man, is concerned. Neymar.
Wait. We'll get to specifics. This is just general thoughts.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Afterwards. We're gonna go. I don't want to go. I just wanted a general thoughts, and then we'll just break it down.
So, I think Bayern deserve to win.
100%. Okay, so yes, side says that it seems like every player HH verbally abuses through the CL run this year have somehow found a way to shut HH up. Morata v Liverpool, Coman tonight. Easy. Look, Morata is still a brick. And as for Kingsley Coman, you know what? You know what? You know what? Look, I told you the football gods. It's the football gods, man. They have something against me. They have something against me. So, guys, I want to focus on Bayern specifically. 2 questions now, guys. So first, so it's a double-barred question. The first question is: does Lewandowski, despite him not scoring in the final or really scoring critical goals, does Lewandowski deserve the FIFA Best Award and the Ballon d'Or? Because yes, I'm launching a campaign to get those pieces of crap losers to reinstate the Ballon d'Or. You absolute, complete losers. So does Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or? That's the first thing. Second thing is, has Neuer established himself as the greatest keeper? So those are the 2 things. Does Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or? And has Neuer established himself as the greatest keeper? Red, kick us off.
Yeah, for Lewandowski, I do think I think it's for him, because if it's not him, the only player we can have.
Red. Don't stutter, please, because
I'm thinking about Neuer, HH, because like
you know how much you call Benzema, and Red, you kept on saying about he's not won a CL. Red, talk in straight sentences because he now has a CL. Now,
no, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, he has 1 CL. He did perform well. Like, I wouldn't even just based off the CL. His goal scoring record has been very impressive this year. Like, he did win a treble, and he was top scorer in both. And I don't know if he was in the DFB World Cup. But he was top scorer in the league and in the Champions League. So obviously, he has the biggest case to win the Ballon d'Or from any attacker or I'd say even midfielder. But if you're talking about Neuer, I think Neuer might generate enough buzz to even put it, because I think Neuer only missed 1 game all season. So he also has had an immense season as well. So it's between those 2. I don't think anybody's in the same conversation as striker-wise as Lewandowski. I want to put Benzema near him, or after what they've done this season, for Bayern, absolutely. And Neuer, yeah, I think he's defined. Even he did how people say he really introduced the sweeper keeper role. Today, he executed it with perfection. He was in midfield for a good chunk of the game a couple of times for plays for PSG, or he'd come out where he's at the halfway line. He's just an insane player altogether. And the double save on Neymar, a couple of stops from he really he was on point, 10 out of 10. He had a perfect performance from a goalkeeper. That's everything you'd want. So I think he is possibly the greatest of all time. At least for our generation. Maybe if players want to go back to and get other from other eras, but for our era, he's easily the greatest. Nobody comes close.
Okay, Mane. Same thing. So does Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or? Is Neuer the GOAT of keepers?
I mean, he didn't really play. He played all right in the final. I mean, he had the chance to hit the post. But, I mean, I'm going to say, yeah, he does. I don't think anybody in Europe has had as good of a season as he had. I usually hate on him, but 2 goals in the quarters and a goal in the semifinals, I think that's enough. That's for him. Usually he disappears in those stages, but not this year. So I think he deserves it this year. And shout out to Kevin De Bruyne. He should be around there too.
Man, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, man.
Another thing as well with the goalkeeper. I think Neuer, for me, he's still top 3 in the world. I don't know, as long as people say he got injured, is he going to come back? It just shows that's what you get when you have a proper goalkeeper. The amount of chances he saved in the first half when Neymar had it close inside on the left side and he saved it with his leg, that's a proper goalkeeper. Many chances in, chances out. The absolute confidence you have on Neuer, I don't think there's any goalkeeper that you have that level of confidence. For me, hands down, greatest goalkeeper of all time. Not like shit Ederson, but
whoa. Relax. This is not a Man City post-mortem. Thank you. BD Core. So does Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or? Is Neuer the GOAT of keepers?
I don't think he deserves the Ballon d'Or, to be honest.
Okay, who does then? Who does?
What?
I'm gonna give it to Di Maria. I think Di Maria deserves it.
What? Is it out? Di Maria.
Listen. Either Di Maria or Kylian Mbappe.
Man, pass the week.
Man,
Di Maria.
The losers. You want to give the losers.
Let me tell you something. Okay.
This is why you don't do drugs.
No. Let me tell you something.
Better give it to Messi. Better give it to CR7.
let me tell you something. I am a Dortmund fan. Why should I support someone who's a traitor who went to Bayern Munich?
You got to be
Literally,
objective, man. You have to be objective, man.
this is not being on object. This is
Why
about
is
being real.
That was
Di
7 years back.
Maria.
Wait, let
Listen,
him
listen.
speak. Let him speak. Let
Okay.
him speak. Let him
The
speak.
reason why I'm saying Di Maria is he was key in the Atlanta game, he was key in the Leipzig game, and he was very, very crucial in that Dortmund game alongside Neymar. Now, my thing about Neymar is the reason why I don't want to give Neymar the Ballon d'Or is because I just
Wait,
think
wait, no. Peter, this has nothing to do with Neymar. Just explain why. I asked you two simple questions. So, first of all, explain why you give the Ballon d'Or to Di Maria, and is
Mhm.
Neuer the GOAT, yes or no? It's very simple.
Okay, Lewandowski was poor in the Barcelona game. He only he had like one chance which converted to a goal. Same thing with the semifinals against Lyon. He had one header and then it converted to a goal. He's been scoring header goals. This final, he was nowhere. He was piss poor. Like I'm sorry to say, like even against Dortmund in Signal Iduna Park, he was poor. He was really, really poor. And I just don't understand how you would give a guy like this the Ballon d'Or because he wasn't that good in the CL final. Neither was he even good in the semis or in the quarters. You understand what I'm saying? He was only good in the round of 16.
Okay.
Now,
So who? So and as for Neuer,
mhm,
is he? So sorry, is he all-time greatest keeper in the world?
I'm actually gonna say something, right? But I know this might be controversial. But I'm gonna say
Surprise,
this.
surprise.
No. Listen, please.
Say it, man. Say it, man.
Let me. I actually think Keylor Navas is a huge reason why PSG is in the final. He has to be in there for a shout as one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
No.
That's
It's
not controversial.
of all time, of all time, all time.
Of all time, right?
Yeah.
No. All time, I'm gonna put Iker Casillas there. I don't think Neuer is. Wait, actually, wait. Hold on. He has a World Cup, right? In the Champions League. Yes. He
Yeah.
does. He deserves it. Yeah. Best goalkeeper. One of the best goalkeeper of all times. But I think there's other ones that are good. Yeah.
Okay. So transfer Tom. And again, does Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or? Neuer, is he the GOAT?
For sure, with Lewandowski, for sure. You know, one of the best. Well, for me, I'm saying it now. I'll put it probably the best striker in the world, and definitely arguably, probably one of the best attackers in the world right now, if not the best, because he's just hot property. You know, I think any club would have him in the world right now. You know, you probably ask Barcelona, can we have Lewandowski, and they'd probably say bye bye Suarez straight away, because he's that good. And I think any team would be lucky to have him, you know. And it's these players, Bayern Munich, untouchable players, you know. And he's been in, obviously, when he went from Dortmund to, and he took the step up to Bayern Munich, you know, it's a massive leap because you're going from an established team in Germany, such as like Dortmund, to then the next level in such as Bayern Munich, who are going challenging for these trophies, you know. And I just think Lewandowski this season's taken his game to the next level, and I think it was okay under Niko Kovac, but I think under Hansi Flick, it's just spiraled into something just hot property at the moment, you know. And I will sign that petition with you, HH, to be honest with you, because pure and simple, if it was on and he didn't win it, then I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know who's officiating these things. To be honest with you, you know, how many goals he scored this season? You know, it's probably one of the highest.
Goals in all competition.
Over 50 goals in all competitions, and he plays in the Champions League, in one German tournament, and in the Champions League. You know, and I just think, plain and simple, best striker in the world right now for me. And to answer your second question about Neuer, I think probably it's heads and tails, to be honest, between Neuer and Buffon for me. The only downgrade I'd probably give Buffon is he hasn't got the CL. That's the only thing. You know, if he had a CL, then you know he's got the World Cup obviously and stuff, and he's got all these titles and stuff. But currently, right now, you know, Neuer's two up on him with obviously the Champions Leagues, and obviously you're chucking a World Cup. You know, he's won something for his country, and he's won two the best trophy twice at club level. You know, you can't really go any further than that. So for me, you know, best German goalkeeper ever, and definitely the best goalkeeper of all time for sure.
Okay. Wait, if someone is opening up a can you please mute your mic when you're not talking, please? I don't want to hear a can opening. Tarek St. Patrick says Coman has more CL iconic moments than than Krusty the Clown.
Zad, Hazard.
Krusty the Clown doesn't play in the Champions League. I don't know. Tarek, I don't know. Krusty the Clown is a Simpsons character. Cross the Clown is Simpsons. He does not play for football. Mane shot the hell up. Adjuj, so same question again. Lewandowski, does he deserve? Look, before I come to Adjuj, people should take a look at Alaba's season because defenders don't get a lot of love. He moved into a new position from left back to central defender, and his performances as a central defender for me has been outstanding. Even more so, it's been a new position. I think there's a good shot for him to be one of the best, most consistent performers this season, Alaba. Adjuj, man, give it to me.
Yeah, so regarding defenders, a few people remember now, but Bayern had very shaky defense start of the season under Kovac. They lost like 5 goals to, I don't remember, Eintracht or Paderborn. And it was ugly. And basically, Flick solved all their problems. I'm not sure if it was Alaba or even Davies or just better tactic. And regarding Lewandowski, you can see my So yes, of course he deserves it. And also I will defend him because Hazam is not here. So Lewandowski was top scorer in German Cup, in German League, Bundesliga, and in UCL, and was also top assister, has most assists in UCL this season. And he also played quite well, not best player, but well in Barcelona game. It wasn't brick then. He had most headers won, and he wasted like 2 chances, but besides that, it was okay. I counted on more, but whatever. So he of course deserves it. And regarding Neuer, it depends, because if you count big moments, then I think Dudek should be the greatest goalkeeper of all time. Yeah, Jerzy Dudek, because he won them that penalties, right?
But then what about World Cup though?
No, with Poland, sorry, not happen. But I don't really think that he's the best goalkeeper. Just if you count moments, if you count consistency, then Buffon, and if you count like you do, I think you mostly focus on. By you, I mean AJ. I think you count mostly UCL and World Cup and moments, but not big one moment. Moments over time, not just one moment. So then I think, Neuer. Or maybe also Neuer changed how goalkeeping works. So that's also a big plus for him.
Okay. From Alex One, who says his name is now Marco Alcantara. We don't forget. Look, man, it is like just leave Verratti alone, man. So Ahmed, thoughts, bro? So Lewandowski, does it deserve the Ballon d'Or? Is Neuer the GOAT of keepers?
I think Lewandowski does. I mean, I can't remember the person's name. As everyone's been saying, essentially he's the top scorer in the league, in the cup, and in the Champions League, and by a long shot. In fact, I think if the semis were 2 legs and the quarterfinals were 2 legs, he probably would have broken Ronaldo's goal scoring record in the Champions League. But obviously, because of Corona, couldn't happen. And I mean, who else are we going to put in that conversation for the Ballon d'Or? There hasn't been. I don't see anyone that you can put besides Lewandowski with the way that he's performed. Not to mention to have the trophies to back it all up. So I think he's a shoo-in if they had the award that he should win it. And for the goalkeeper discussion, obviously now Neuer winning 2 CLs. I mean, I really enjoy watching Neuer as a player. Because, in fact, when I was younger and I was watching him years ago. He's actually the reason I wanted to play as a goalkeeper whenever we played, like for fun in the park or whatever. But I think he's been one of the best goalkeepers of all time. He's revolutionized goalkeeping in the modern era. But maybe you could still put Iker Casillas ahead of him. I mean, for me, it would be top 2, definitely, between him and Iker Casillas, in the modern era, at least.
Okay. Wilson, Lewandowski, deserves the Ballon d'Or, and Neuer, is he the GOAT?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski definitely deserved the Ballon d'Or. I don't know why people are saying that because he didn't score. Cristiano scored a pen in the 2014 final. He didn't score in the 2016 final. He didn't score in the 2018 final. He still won the Ballon d'Or. So why can't Lewandowski win it? Who else you gonna give it to? Neymar, that clown? No, give it to that man. Lewandowski deserved the Ballon d'Or fair and square. Like, I don't know why people are saying because he didn't score, he doesn't deserve it. He deserved it, man. Like, Messi didn't score, Messi didn't deserve it. No, he deserved it. But Neuer, I wouldn't put Neuer ahead of Casillas just because. Like, Casillas won a Euro. You could make the argument because Casillas won a Euro. But to me, just the fact that he came off the bench in 2002, I think, in the Champions League final, and he made a key save in that Champions League game because the guy was, 20, I think? He made a key save in that 2002.
And he won 2 Euros.
He won 2 Euros. See, like, Casillas won 2. Neuer, you got to give me that Euro for you to be ahead of Casillas. He's not the GOAT. He's up there. He's definitely top 3 or top 5, but he's not better than Casillas in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Deserve the Ballon d'Or, man.
So Rahul, again, same questions. Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or, and is Neuer the GOAT of keepers?
Lewandowski definitely deserves the Ballon d'Or. The fact that he has been the top scorer and scored 50 plus or 55 goals, if I'm not wrong, in all competitions, given the fact that Bundesliga has 4 less games and Champions League, this is kind of a shortened format of Champions League, and still he managed to score 55 goals. So, and he managed to win all the trophies or all the competitions he was part of, and that alone makes it like he deserves the Ballon d'Or. And it's a shame that UEFA, the French football or French whatever the magazine is, which conducts the Ballon d'Or, didn't go ahead with the presentation. And I wanted to know if this particular performance would count for next season as well. If next season you're gonna go with performance with both the seasons, or I hope that's the way, because I don't see Lewandowski slowing down, because he's been playing like
man. He's getting old. He's a strike. He's getting old, man.
Man. But you can see that once Robben and Ribéry left the team, and Lewandowski has taken up the responsibility of making and scoring goals, and he hasn't been shy of giving assists as well. So I think there's more left in him, and seeing I have followed Lewandowski this season more keenly. So seeing what he has said, the best is yet to come from him. So if he feels that way, then who are we to stop it? So he definitely deserves the Ballon d'Or, and it's a travesty. He's not getting it. Hopefully, he gets the FIFA best.
And okay, what about for Neuer? Do you really say Neuer is the GOAT?
Neuer, yes, I would say he single-handedly has taught the modern goalkeeping to the. If you see modern goalkeepers like Alisson and like Ederson and Ter Stegen, they're just following the path which was set up by Neuer. And regarding performances, he has delivered at the biggest stage now. He has won 2 CLs and performed in the final. And if you bring about the 2014 World Cup, that game against Algeria, he single-handedly took that German team into the semis. And I think, and that's one of the best performances by a goalkeeper ever.
Simple question: yes or no? Would you put him as a GOAT? Yes or no?
Definitely, he's the best. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Okay. Before I come to Red Devil, Matt Rosario, Luka Doncic is a grown-ass man. HH, holy beep. Yeah, it is what it is. So anybody who follows NBA, Clippers are trash. Red Devil Studio, same question again. Does Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or despite him not scoring in the final? And is Neuer the greatest keeper of all time?
like I think some people already said, like it is quite difficult this year because it has been quite a bit of a weird year with lack of legs, and obviously Ballon d'Or is based on I think the last sort of year or so. So I'd be interested to see what happened for the rest of this season. But I think on the grand scheme of things, I don't think anyone would begrudge Lewandowski winning the Ballon d'Or. Personally, I actually, maybe because I'm biased, but I would prefer Neuer to win the Ballon d'Or. So yes, it's not just because he.
So why would you prefer Neuer to win the Ballon d'Or?
I just think that and maybe I just think that maybe it's because he's a goalkeeper, because it's like, yes, we saw his performance in the Champions League, but at the end of the day, like you don't win a treble, and not be at least, a very good keeper. Schmeichel, for example, United sort of back in the day and what have you. So I just think that because he is a keeper, like his performances in the Bundesliga, maybe it's the Bundesliga, I don't know, were just sort of, and even the Champions League was sort of, forgotten about. Like Bayern Munich didn't lose a single game, like at all, up until the point of the Champions, and that has to come from good goalkeeping performances. It has to. If they had Kepa in goal, do you think that Bayern Munich would have?
Nah. Red Devil. Whoa. Red Devil. No, wait. Say Edison or how do you go from do you know how extreme that is? You're talking about opposite Class A brick.
Well, no, he's a 75 million Class B brick, but
no, he isn't. Red Devil, no, he's. Please, just stay on point. This isn't about Chelsea. Just stay on point.
My point is just that I just think that like his performances, like I think it was just highlighted in the final because it's obviously the Champions League final, but like Neuer's performances, so have been solid. So if we're talking about a Ballon d'Or, consistency for me is the most important thing. Yes, it's about delivering on the biggest stage, which Neuer did, but it's also about consistency as well. Neuer this season has been consistent, and a big part of that is because of Hansi Flick and Hansi Flick sort of turning things around. Going on to your second question, which leads on to your second question about is he the greatest keeper of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's always, let's say, modern era. I would say he's the greatest. I'd say of the modern era because the thing with Neuer.
So you put him ahead of Casillas?
Yes, because Neuer reinvented the goalkeeping role. Like with Neuer, like the whole sweeper keeper sort of thing that came from Neuer. The pressing, the sort of the being the almost like the 12th man, helping obviously other players in the field, but also the importance of distribution. It's not just about before Neuer, in general, it was about shot stopping solely. Okay, and being a good shot stopper, and that's fair enough. That's good. That's ultimately what the purpose of goalkeepers do, to block and stop shots. But Manuel Neuer really brought about goalkeepers can actually do more. They can contribute more to the team, especially from playing further afield, but also distributing the ball and getting involved in the attack and spurring the attack. So for me, yeah, his resume, he's won 2 trebles and a World Cup.
Yep.
So that's good. So how can you disagree with that? So yeah, for the modern era anyway, yeah, Neuer.
So before I come to Nomad, Yasser Said says my FIFA World 11 is Neuer, Alaba, vote goals. What the heck? Davis, Kimmich, Thiago, KDB, Muller, Neymar. Oh, LPL. What do you mean by the LPL? Wait, how the heck is Neymar in this 11? And where does votes goes in? But apart from that, yeah, I would agree that. I mean, even if City didn't have the greatest season, I also say that KDB was amongst one of the best players this season, and I wouldn't be mad if KDB was in the top 3 or final 3 of the season. Nomad. So again, does Lewandowski deserve the Ballon d'Or, and is Neuer the GOAT of keepers? Nomad. Nomad? All right. Oh, sorry. Okay, Nomad, go for it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you beautifully well. Go for it.
Yeah, I think the Ballon d'Or should be now cancelled because no one cares about a bunch of French losers, a bunch of French journalists who can't think about outside of France to decide who's the best player in the world. with teams from the Uber Eats completely flopping on the big stage. And I think we should now replace it with FIFA's best, because at least it's a FIFA, you know, award tournament. And secondly, yes, if the Ballon d'Or were to take place, yeah, Lewandowski should definitely win it. And your second question about Neuer, was it?
Yes, is Neuer the GOAT?
I think, yeah, Neuer is definitely top three of all time. He is, I think, alongside Iker Casillas, because Iker Casillas still won 2 Euros. I mean, how many Euros did Neuer win? I don't know. But
There's a
So
yeah,
are you putting him as GOAT, yes or no?
yeah, is he the GOAT? Maybe. I mean, I can understand the arguments for him, but yeah, either him or Iker Casillas, either one of them. But only one of them, brings that 1940 spirit in the air, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Okay. From Totally Awesome, who says, "Man, that guy BDCO is onto something. LOL, shake my head." Yes, he is. He's a bit crazy. And from what's it called? From Mr. Yassaside, who says, the FIFA World 11 should be all Bayern players. I think you should. I think you can throw in KDB in there. Harry O'Kane says the question is who is the best keeper ever, not who has won the most. Individual question, not team question. Schmeichel couldn't have won the World Cup, bro. As good as Schmeichel is, you're not telling me that Schmeichel is a better keeper than either Casillas, Prime Buffon, or Neuer. Don't do that. Armchair critic, I think this is his list. So he says 1 Neuer, 2 Levi Yashin, 3 Casillas, 4 stroke Buffon, 4. No, armchair critic, you can't do that. You can't put 2 guys as third. No, that makes no sense. Is either Casillas is third or Buffon is third? Come on, bro. So let's go to PSG now. Simple question. The 2 main players they flopped. Who was the bigger flop? Neymar or Mbappe? Now, my argument is I say that Neymar is the bigger flop because I felt Mbappe did more in the game. And Neymar is the older player. He's in his prime, and more was expected of him. And I'm going to put more pressure and expect more from a 27, 28-year-old person of the ability of Neymar than I am for a 21-year-old. And for all you Messi Cristiano fanboys, Mbappe still has a World Cup. Red, who was the bigger flop?
Neymar. Yeah, you said HH. It's his team. This is Neymar's team. This isn't Mbappe's team. This is Neymar's PSG. Mbappe, though he is a superstar in his own right, he does concede power when it comes to between him and Neymar. So Neymar also in the last 20 minutes, that was one of the most disappointing displays. Him and Verratti both. I was so disappointed in them. I felt because Di Maria was quality. Even Di Maria, he had 4 moments in the match where he just gave an insane pass and they just let him down. Neymar in the beginning, in the first half, he was brilliant. In the second half, he was okay. Then when they went 1-0 down, he did not respond well at all. Mbappe, he's 21 years old. Already, what he overperformed in my opinion. Yes, he was missing the goals, but overall his play, he was playing very well. He had 1 bad run all game. That's the only area that I could criticize him for his performance. But overall, he was quality. It's very much a shame. I really wish PSG just stayed more consistent throughout the match and they didn't fold in the last 20 minutes. Because in the last 20 minutes, Bayern went into cruise control. They controlled the match. Neymar was just getting frustrated. They were getting mad every time the play would stop. They were just they didn't know what to do. They were overhitting passes. They were Neymar. I counted 3 mistakes in a row. It was really bad for him. Maybe because he was getting the ball more, so that's why he was more exposed than Mbappe. But overall, his play was. I was disappointed in the end of it. Just their whole response. I thought maybe they could do what they did against Atalanta, maybe push in the last 5 minutes. Nope, nothing. Yeah, so Neymar is the flop. His team, Mbappe could easily recover from this. Like I said, he has a World Cup. This is his first Champions League final. He's only 21. He's still got easily, if he maintains his professionality and maintains his physique, he's got 8-9 seasons ahead of him. He only needs one. That's it. You don't need to win 5, 6 Champions Leagues. If he wins one Champions League with his World Cup, with a good country run and a good scoring record and like overall good domestic record, he's already an icon of the game. So yeah.
Okay. Stodge, who said Neymar would
Wait.
score a hat-trick in a Champions League final, says Mbappe bigger flop.
Yeah.
Neymar tried. Let me repeat. Stodge said Neymar would have the greatest ever final performance in history, and Neymar would score a hat-trick. Thank you for that, Stodge. Mane, who was the bigger flop, Neymar or Mbappe?
I mean, here you are with excuses. He's just 21. He's so when he's playing, when he's winning,
this is not
when
about
he's
me,
winning,
Answer the
and
question.
scoring
Answer
against
the question.
Croatia, a goal that even shouldn't have been a goal. The goalkeeper should have saved that. This guy never scores from outside the box, but he scored that one. But when you're talking about the kid doing well, when he scores, oh my God, unbelievable. He's just 21. And then when he doesn't do anything, I mean, no goals in the knockout phase. I don't think any player that's ever been called world class has had such a terrible display.
I mean,
in
no
the
goals, but
Champions
his
League.
performances were there.
What performances? He's a
What do
striker.
you mean,
He's
bro?
not
He
scoring
came on and
goals.
assisted. He
How
created,
can-
even today, he created the chance.
He's not there to make 2-yard passes. He's there to score goals. If it's not a tap in, I haven't seen Mbappe score. Have you ever seen Mbappe score a goal outside the box? Never in my life. The guy
Mane.
just scores tap
Wait,
ins.
Mane, who was the bigger flop? Just answer the question. Who was the bigger flop?
Mbappe.
Why?
Mbappe was the worst. He didn't do anything the whole game. He didn't do anything in the knockout phase. The guy just, if it's not a 2-yard pass and a tap in, he can't do anything. He's clearly just French Theo Walcott, pace merchant, 100%. He needs to learn how to finish. Honestly, he's not even a decent finisher. He had an open chance in front of Neuer. Similar, it's even closer to the goalkeeper, 12 yards, similar to the goal Cristiano scored against Juventus. He just needed a one touch, and he even had more time to think. He had about 3 chances that should have been goals, or at least close to that. But I guess he just pissed his pants. It wasn't a tap in that he's used to, so he couldn't score. He couldn't score that goal. But League A, he can tap out all he wants there, but he needs to go to a serious league, learn how to finish, and maybe we could talk about him being the future of football. Don't even compare him to Messi or CR7. No, nowhere even close. He's not even as good as Rashford.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay, so
this,
but Manny, just tell those two clowns to give me a World Cup though. Thank you.
I mean,
Manny,
can I
talk.
respond to that?
Manny,
Can I
talk.
respond to
Manny,
that?
Look, man, Manny, you have talked. Relax. From Natsa, who says Cristiano and Messi will always be better than Mbappe, creatively and goal scoring wise. You only say he's a prodigy because of your dislike towards them. Natsa, I don't dislike anybody. I love Cristiano and Messi. I call him the prodigy is because he has a World Cup and he scored in the World Cup final, which means that for me, he is at a higher level than those two international flops. It is what it is. Bidiko, who was the bigger flop in this game, Neymar or Mbappe?
D'Lo Kerr. D'Lo Kerr was the biggest flop.
Who?
D'Lo Kerr. D'Lo Kerr.
The fullback, the left back.
Between Mbappe and Neymar, who was the bigger flop?
And I'm saying D'Lo Kerr, the PSG left back. He was horrible.
Bidiko, I will repeat the question again. This is between, it's either Neymar or Mbappe. Between those two, who was a bigger flop between Neymar and Mbappe? Who played worse, Neymar or Mbappe? Just those two.
There's an argument to be made here. Mbappe missed a few. He missed a couple of really good chances, but Neymar didn't play well either. I just say neither. I'd say neither, to be honest, man.
Okay. Ajuj, who was a bigger flop, Neymar or Mbappe?
Yeah, so I rated them, and you thought that age is important, so Mbappe shouldn't be graded the same as Neymar, but I don't care about age, so whatever. When he is older and great, then I will say he's great. Right now, he's not. So Mbappe, he wasted chances that he should score, and Neymar was just hidden, didn't do much of anything, but if you replace Mbappe with some good striker, the PSG win. If you replace Neymar with some good midfielder, PSG would still not win with Mbappe. So Mbappe was slightly worse.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Ahmed, who was worse, Mbappe or Neymar?
I think that they were both not piss poor, but they both weren't that good in the game. But the only reason I'd say Neymar is because we're supposedly Neymar's team. He is the main person in the team. He was the one getting the hype before the final. He was he was supposed to be the catalyst for this team's attack. Like, for example, towards the end of the game when they needed a goal, they were looking to Neymar more than they were looking to Mbappe, and it just wasn't going well for either of them, honestly. So I would say Neymar just because of the fact that it's supposed to be his team, and the pressure was on him to perform today. Not just because of Mbappe's age, but just because of the team dynamic. There was more pressure on Neymar to perform than on Mbappe.
Okay, that's fair. Wilson, bigger flop.
Oh, definitely the one and only Neymar Jr. Jerk. That clown, the trash, garbage. Don't ever compare it to any of the Brazil goat studs. Wait, Mane, are you a CR7 fanboy? I'm confused because you keep on saying Mbappe is not better than. I'm not saying he's better. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be better. Like I told H earlier, he's 21. If he wins this, what would you say if you're a Messi Cristiano fan?
He didn't win it, did he?
Oh, how many World Cup does your idol have? Oh yeah.
Listen, he didn't have Griezmann carrying him.
Anyway,
That's the difference.
Anyway, it's
Mane, shush.
Definitely it's Neymar because the team relies on you. At the end of the day, it's your team. If you win, all the credit's gonna go to you. Oh, Neymar made that key pass. He did that. He dribbled. He made 17 dribble. But it has to be Neymar. Yeah, Mbappe missed that goal, but I have to put it as Neymar, man. Like you were totally flopped. Like in the last dying second, they were looking for you, but you just flopped, Neymar. It was you. Like this is the guy This is the guy. Studs keep on telling me is better than Messi and Cristiano. Like. What this is a guy that's supposed to be better than Dino Itches. Like what did people see? Now people watching football. Like
fun fact: Dino by Neymar's age was pretty much retired.
God. How many World Cup does Neymar have? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was Neymar. Neymar was the flop of the game for me. Itches.
I mean, Dino was in 7 Champions League finals when he was 28. Just saying.
Raul won a Champions League at what 2018? Then Raul won at 18 or 21, I think, when we won it in 02. So.
Okay.
But anyway,
easy. Let's just think of spaces. So Wilson, he's rolling with Neymar.
Yeah, Neymar is definitely the flop, man.
So Armchair Critic Superchat who says Neymar 27 dispossessions in 57 touches, 59% pass accuracy.
That was the other thing. He kept on losing the midfield too.
Wait, talking tactics. Can you? Wait, first of all, talking tactics. Wait, you're supposed to be a reputable organization. This you shouldn't be using these kinds of words here. So I'm very disappointed in you talking tactics. I was a fan. Now I'm not. Raul KN man, who was Neymar or Mbappe?
Neither were good, I would say. But if you are asking me to point at someone, it has to be Neymar Jr. Come on, but it was supposed to be the Neymar show from the very start. Come on, from 2017 onwards, it was supposed to be the Neymar show.
It was the Neymar show. It was the Neymar horror show. So
about. So it was supposed to be the Neymar show from 2017 onwards. Why are we still having Messi versus CR7 still? Because it was Neymar. Everything. The key was in Neymar's hand. He just had to just start it up. The team was built for Neymar. But we would have seen it coming because what did he do in the quarterfinals? What did he do in the semis? And that was a massive, what you can say, a hit to his confidence, and that showed. He was getting frustrated. He knew that the small window of opportunity that you get against Bayern, you have to take it. Flick had a master plan for Neymar, and I would say it was executed to the T. But still, Neymar is he's a player who has to go, who's beyond tactics. So what you expect from Neymar is he has to single-handedly take this team forward, but he was nowhere to be found. Mbappe wasn't good either, but I would say he will have his. He was a bit off, but he'll have his stay in for the CL finals. I see him playing more CL finals in the future, and then after that only I would judge him.
Okay.
But Neymar flopped, and I don't know if he's the real deal, man. After all,
Okay. From Natsu, who says, by the way, Red thinks Neymar is better than Dino. That's crazy. I don't think he thinks that anymore. Trust me. I think he's getting to that point. Red Devil Studio man, who was a bigger flop, Neymar or your boy Mbappe?
It has to be Neymar. It has to be, because as what's been said recently, like he's always 27. He's 27. He should be showing at least some degree of having been in this situation before. He should be showing some degree of leadership, and he didn't. Frankly, they were a goal down, and I was expecting maybe him, maybe some of the other older players to be like, right, come on, let's dig in deep. Let's try and get something. Let's go for it. You know, we can get him a pace. And he's just like, he's on the floor. You know, he's rolling around. He's getting frustrated. You're like, mate, you know, so if we're talking about, you know, one of the things that we're talking about actual top players at the highest level is that it's not so much about when you're winning. Sometimes it's how you respond when you're losing. You know, can you go and take the game by scrubbing? Can you turn around the performance? And the reality is that he didn't in the final. He didn't, you know. Mbappe is still young, still got a bit of time. My only concern with Mbappe is that I actually thought his composure was a lot better than he actually was. I still think that he needs to work on his composure, because he had quite a few opportunities in that second half. Neymar was absent in the last 45 minutes, but Mbappe had a fair amount of chances, but his composure was just off. And if I'm honest, and you know, it reminded me of the United game against PSG. Again, he had several chances in that game to kill us off.
And he flopped.
How?
Cup.
How do we go from talking about a Champions League final and this dude somehow, some way brings Manchester United into discussion? That is a skill. That is a skill.
He's because it's the composure. His composure is just like, if you're gonna be asked as being one of the best players in the world, okay, one of the things that you need to be getting bang on is it's not just your technical ability to like nutmeg people and flicks, and it's your composure. It's taking the time, making the right decisions. And Mbappe, quite a lot of times today, probably because he was nervous, probably because it's his first time, didn't really do that. That's not to say that Mbappe's a bad player, but I just think from a composure point of view, he needs to work on that. But unlike Neymar, this is his first Champions League final. He's still young. He can still improve. There's no issue there. So, but Neymar, there's no excuse here. If anything, he was crying on the bench at the end of the game, like not wanting to come on to get his medal, away from his other teammates, doing nothing. Like, what the hell, bro? You need to. So no. In fact, from now on, he's called Junior.
Whoa,
Junior. Yes,
just,
it's it. Yes, Junior. Thank you, Red Devil.
Okay. Junior.
Just back.
Making big.
Thank you, Junior.
He's Junior. Junior. That's it. Okay, Junior. That's it.
Okay. Look. All right. Wait, let me just. So from Yasser side, who says, did Red dare to make an argument that Neymar is better than Dino? What has Neymar contributed to world football since 2015? Neymar retired after 2015. I told you, Red, after tonight, Red has changed his view regarding Neymar and Dino. Trust me, he has. Stodge, I'm so happy that you're here, because it's perfect timing. Perfect timing for you. So let me just remind the audience that Stodge yesterday told us that Neymar would score a hat-trick and he would have the greatest ever performance in a Champions League final. So, Stodge, please tell us what were you smoking when you made that prediction? And secondly, please, Stodge, tell us who was the bigger flop, Mbappe or Neymar?
When I made that prediction, I had full belief in Neymar, but it's just he tried. There's nothing you can do. I didn't expect the rest of the team to be so garbage. That was the issue.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not even liking football that much after today. It's been tough. But
who's the bigger flop? Who's been the bigger flop?
Mbappe, no question about it. This guy is one of the most average players I've seen. He reminds me of Theo Walcott. He's just a French Theo Walcott or Aaron Lennon. Just a chase and run merchant, struggles to control the ball, no composure. There was a few opportunities where he's lazy. He's just a lazy turtle.
Stop defending.
He's just
Exactly.
a
Tell him.
lazy turtle. I mean, he doesn't do anything in the match.
Stodge.
He thinks he's
Man,
skillful.
shut
I've,
up,
said, I've said this before. Mbappe, all you are is just get on the end of stuff, use your pace, and try to get tap-ins because you're not that skillful. He keeps on trying to take on Kimmich. He ain't that good.
What skills did Neymar do today, Judge?
Neymar, he was chasing the ball. He was trying to press.
What?
Neymar was the one losing the ball. Did you watch the game, bro? Neymar was losing the ball. Like, did you watch the game?
No. Neymar was chasing down players. Didn't you see it? He was chasing Neuer, chasing Boateng. He was pressing from the
He
front.
was trying, man. Yeah, he was trying. What do you want him to do? Yeah, he's the only player in the team. I mean,
Neymar was in Neuer's pocket.
Mbappe just making sprints.
So this is how far we've fallen. We have gone from a potential GOAT, the successor to Messi, the greatest player of all time, to chasing the ball. He tried hard.
No. Listen.
No, Storch, he sweated. He sweated. He gave F. So we've gone from a potential icon to a passion merchant.
No, it's not just passion merchant. Here's the thing with Neymar. Because Neymar was chasing the ball, because he was pressing, they didn't lose 8-2. If he was playing like Messi, they would have lost 8-2. That's why he surpassed Messi. He didn't lose 8-2, so he's better than Messi, in my opinion. I mean, Neymar would never lose 8-2. He would never get destroyed, embarrassed, humiliated. Messi fanboys can't talk. He's already surpassed him. Neymar is now the best. He's not going to win the Ballon d'Or, but he's the best player in the world. I don't see Ronaldo in the Champions League final. I don't see Messi in the Champions League final. I see Neymar in the Champions League final.
Stop. You have to be humble, admit you were wrong. You can't say he's the best player in the world after that performance. You can't do that.
I will admit, attacking wise, he choked. Skill wise, he choked. Okay, but he was trying. On the other hand, Mbappe, not only did he choke, there was no effort, no pressing. It looked like he didn't care, and when he got the chances, he just fluffed it.
Bro,
at least Neymar, even though Neymar choked, at least he was trying.
Neymar was in Neuer and Alaba's pocket. They shared him.
Promoting tried more.
They shared him, man.
Oh my God, man.
They shared Neymar in his pocket, man.
Wow.
And also Tuchel's a shit manager. One of the worst managers I've seen. One of the worst managers.
Goat lost the ball 27 times.
At least he's trying to attack. At least he's trying to. That shows he's making things happen.
And Mbappe missed 5 open chances. Which is worse?
Exactly.
This is the issue. I think Storch, you were so sure, because for me, I thought Neymar would at least have a great performance, but you were so sure Neymar would have a great performance. I think what this shows is that because Neymar was so bad, he was so crap. You even said you want to quit football right now. He was so useless that this is just a reactionary thing from him, because you've gone to the extreme of saying that Mbappe wasn't trying, he did nothing. When Mbappe should have, basically, Mbappe was the one who created that chance for Neymar. That was Mbappe's through ball. Mbappe should have had a penalty when he totally bamboozled those two Bayern defenders and they brought him down. Mbappe was actually doing more to affect the game. I'm sorry.
He missed the tapping.
I'll be real with you. No, fine. It's who was a bigger flop. Neymar, he's 27. This is your team. You said he's one of the best players in the world. Based on what people have said about him, I never said Mbappe is the GOAT. People say Neymar is the GOAT. Based on what people have said about him, that is the worst performance I've ever seen Neymar give. We just said he lost the ball 27. He was dispossessed 27 27 times in a final.
Engine, man. We got to
how much? 27. 27.
He was double teamed the whole time, pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for that excuse. He was double teamed. No. Listen, I know Neymar choked. Okay? Neymar choked. I'll admit it. Neymar choked. But Mbappe wasn't good either. Neymar choked. It wasn't good performance, but Mbappe was worse. Mbappe. Listen, I'm not gonna. There's no way Neymar's the worst player on the pitch. Impossible.
Okay, wait. So guys, just say I'm gonna remove some guys because I want to get some new guys in. So if I remove some guys because I want to just refresh the whole thing, man. So don't take it personally. We have to get as many guys in here as possible. So if you've not, so guys, there are now 2 spaces free. There are two spaces free. There are 2 spaces free for people to come in, and there are now 2 spaces free. So let me just take this thing. So from Natsa, who says Neymar was marked by multiple players, and Bayern had a plan for him. Mbappe was not marked as much and still flopped harder. But Mbappe did more. Flop or not? Still more like he still did more.
What is this more? What did he do exactly?
The dribbles he made, the attacks he made,
dribbles,
dangerous opportunities.
He missed 3 open chances at least.
I don't think you understand.
It was one chance.
You have to understand. Neymar didn't do anything in the game. You have to see the psychology is this. This was built as Neymar versus Lewandowski. Neymar was built as this is the guy to take over Messi. Based on what people have said about Neymar, to put a performance like that, that is an almighty flop. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and
you need Messi, man.
No, see, what do you understand? On Twitter, what is the top trend? Neymar is the top trend because this is what everybody will say is Neymar flopped based on the status of who he is. Yeah. People are not going to look at the 21-year-old. They will look at the 27, 28-year-old who people say is supposed to be the next guy to take over Messi. The answer is Neymar flopped. Now, let's move on. I want to talk about Hansi Flick. Where do we rate this managerial performance? Because I'll be real with you. For me, based on what he took over from Niko Kovac, goals scored, how well he made the team, taking over mid-season, this for me is the greatest achievement by a manager in a single season. Based on all those things put together, treble, he took over a team playing badly who were 6th or 7th that were problematic. The goals that they scored, how well he improved players, him for Alphonso Davies, all kind of stuff. The best managerial performance in a single season. So, Red, how do you rate Hansi Flick and on what he did this season?
HH, like, there's not enough words really to describe him because, like, this is insane. Because not only he took over Bayern when really everybody was writing off Bayern. I know it's easy to say Bayern the best team in the world, but if we go back a couple of hangouts, we were all joking about that league being trash. We were all joking about how Bayern were so poor and how Liverpool dismantled them and how they were finished and they needed just new players and Thiago's finished and Lewandowski's a flop. And we were talking a lot of garbage about that team. And for him to come in and just he almost rebranded them. Don't forget that there's no Robin Ribery, so he had to introduce Serge Gnabry, Coman, Perisic into the squad. Not to mention their midfield with Tolisso and Goretzka and those are relatively new players over the past 2 seasons. So these aren't like seasoned players. He's really taken over a relatively young side with a little bit of you have your experienced players like Neuer and Muller and Lewandowski, but overall the whole shift, you have to give him credit. He was immense. I think a big reason why Bayern outplayed PSG is because Bayern had a great coach. Whereas PSG, I don't rate Tuchel. I thought he was very outdone today in particular. But back to Flick, this is a legendary season. This is unprecedented. Zidane came in and won.
Where do you rank it for a manager in a single season? Where do you rank it? Give me a ranking. I need a ranking.
This season's kind of, to be honest with you, HH, this season's very funny because, we had the break and this whole COVID situation, so it's kind of really hard to rank it. But, this is easily a top 3 season ever. This is, it's insane because you have to, like I said, from where they were to unbeaten runs, record breaking. This is the first time a team has won the Champions League, winning all 11 of their games. They a treble, not only that, dominant performances, giving Barca their biggest ever loss ever in the biggest loss in Champions League history in the quarterfinals, 8-2, destroying Spurs 7-3, destroying Chelsea 7-1, going on to the final and just dismantling a super team in PSG, a team that's injected with so much players and so much money. Overall, it's so many challenges. They deserve all the praise and all the credit. Overall, and look at for example, Lewandowski. This is his best goal scoring season, and it's all because of you have to give credit to the manager that's put him in this position. Like, and not only that, like if you look at Bayern's play in general, like their front three always drag the center backs to allow the fullbacks. They really create that width for the fullbacks to come in, and then there's so many players lined up in position just to score. Like they've done it so many times. They caught Barca like that multiple times. Like they get getting caught on the far post, and they did it today with PSG again. Like, and I don't know. And he's got all the players hungry. Even like Coman. Coman comes on and he and plays today, and he was playing the match of his life. As much as people talk trash about him, the match of his he played literally the best match I've ever seen Coman ever. It was today, and he chose like the perfect day to show up. And like that's due to the coach keeping the players hungry, keeping them wanting more, keeping them wanting to come on the pitch and actually performing. So yeah, massive credit, man.
Let me just hit some of these super chats. So Alex One says, Sturge a good rival to Neymar's sister. Dear Lord, from Alex One. From Yasser Said, who says, imagine people said Mbappe is better than Marcos Ballon d'Or Rashford. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Neymar is basically Messi's son. Messi made Neymar sad. Said,
Yeah,
no,
he did. Yeah, he
no,
did.
don't talk Rashford, don't. Mane, so talk to me, Hansi Flick. Where do you rate this season for Hansi Flick and what he achieved?
I mean, he took over a team that lost 5-1 to Frankfurt and transformed it into a capable unit, able to organize the midfield where they work cohesively together, and the attack, midfield, defense, pulling in Davis, shifting players around. I would say this is the best treble from a Bayern team I've ever seen. I think this surpasses Heinkes in 2012. I just think to come in and put together an ensemble, a good team like that quickly, I think is something impressive. In terms of overall all-time, I still think Baldiola's Barcelona from 2009, when Messi carried him, I think that is still the best team ever in my opinion. Or even 2011, but they didn't win then. But I think that's still the best treble-winning season ever because they did everything you could possibly do.
Okay.
But yeah, I still think this is impressive. I think he's shown that he's one of the best in the world already, and he is his first full-time job in Germany. Yeah.
So Gatlock, since obviously you just arrived, just so general thoughts on the game and rates Hansi Flick.
Bro. What can I say, man? I remember saying that super chat telling you that, bro, first season hat trick is very possible, and I'm very happy Hansi Flick did his thing, man. Like, let's be honest, man. That dude, when he came, nobody had any idea who the hell he was, man. Nobody knew him, but the guy picked up. I mean, you wanted Bayern, Double H. You wanted Bayern, and yes, I've given you some stick for wanting Bayern, but you did make some good points when you said that, look, Bayern were not that great in November. And he took over that team, and he became the team you literally did not want anymore. 7-1, then 7-1, then 8-2, then 3-0 to Lyon. Now, a lot of people were like, oh, it's Lyon, it's a shit Barcelona team, and Chelsea conceded 50 whatever goals. I mean, what would Bayern really do much against PSG? And it's like, well, it's not Bayern's fault that Lyon took out Juventus and City. It's not his fault that they didn't do their job. The thing about Bayern Munich is that you expect them to do the job, and they do the job. They do the job. This Champions League has shown that favorites don't always win. But guess what? Bayern Munich are a team that will step up to the occasion. And Hansi Flick has been geared to do that, man. Because how many times we said that Bayern Munich will finish the season early, slap up teams in Bundesliga, but they cannot raise their game for the Champions League. Well, this season, Hansi Flick has shown that, yeah, you can't do that. You just need to keep the hunger up, man. And yeah, this Bayern team, man, I mean, not all of them are actually young, like them Lewandowski, Müller, and Perisic and the others, but the energy they put into this
coming in, so
and you see that even makes them even more dangerous. So like, put respect on Bundesliga, man, because PSG can smack up Leipzig and Dortmund, but when you meet the champions, they are champions for a reason, man. And Hansi Flick, man, what he has done revitalizing this team that got slapped 5-1 to Frankfurt, 5-1. 5-1. And you came back, man, and I think they even lost to Paderborn, if I'm not mistaken, or drew to Paderborn. Man, what he has done for this team, man, like, let's be honest, man. Full credit, man. He deserves everything. He deserved this treble, man.
Okay. Jamal, general thoughts on the game and how do you rate what Hansi Flick has achieved this season for Bayern Munich coming in mid-season, taking over Niko Kovac?
Well, that was a terrific final. But guys, Neuer showed up.
Yes.
Neuer showed up. Guys, Neuer called me. He called me yesterday, Manuel. And Neuer said he's tired of people disrespecting his name. He said he's tired of people disrespecting his name. And you know what he said also?
These people's phone numbers.
me and Neuer go way back. And he also said that how HH, he said he wants that horseman status. He said he wants that horseman status. He said tomorrow at 7 p.m. sharp. 7 p.m. sharp tomorrow. He said I should be a horseman. And guys, back to PSG. This is the first time I think Neymar didn't show up without any excuses, because at the World Cup 2018 he still had an injury. He was carrying an injury. But this is the first time a fully fit Neymar, guys, he didn't show up. He did a Messi. I really thought Neymar mindset was different. I thought Neymar liked the spotlight. But guys, he flopped today. I wouldn't say nothing about Mbappe because he's young. He's 21. So, yeah. And on Hansi Flick, guys, I am a Liverpool fan. But Hansi Flick, tonight, was Jurgen Klopp's biological father.
Whoa, wow.
Yes, and I'm the biggest fan. But for tonight, I know I'm being reactionary, but tonight, Hansi Jeremiah Flick is Jurgen Klopp's biological father. Did this guy even lost as Bayern Munich manager? I don't think he's even lost. They are unbeaten from the restart. Put some respect on his name, man. I think in the next decade, he could go on to be one of the best managers in the world. Respect. But I will still say Pep 2009 side had a better season than this Bayern Munich side. Yeah.
Okay.
Despite the semi-finals.
I'm Ham. Thoughts on the game and what Hansi Flick achieved in this.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say congratulations on Bayern for getting the 5.5 Champions League today. They really dominated the match.
5.5? What do you mean by 5.5?
It's called the COVID Cup. It's the COVID Champions League.
Man, shut the hell up! It's still a Champions League, man. Don't do that, man.
Hey, man. How can you not even drop any league points in the Champions League? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, just talk about the game.
Anyway, this match was, I think, watching Thiago today was just amazing. I don't even understand how anyone can be talking about Lewandowski, Ballon d'Or, while also having watched that match and seen what a top player Thiago is. Like, he was running that match. For what I usually say...
Are you a Liverpool fan?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Are you a Liverpool fan?
Yeah, it's clear. It shows.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
No, just keep talking.
I mean, watch the whole season. You'll know why people are saying Lewandowski.
No. Let's talk about the recent matches that we've watched. Thiago has been immense. And all I keep on hearing is about, how Lewandowski has assists or how Lewandowski scored a certain goal. Thiago has been running this entire tournament for these guys, and no one says anything about that. And for me, every time I saw Coutinho get on the pitch, I thought he was an immense player for Bayern Munich every single time.
Of course.
And I don't understand how no one says anything about that. I mean, at this moment,
because no one ever will. But Karen,
is 10 times the player Zod. Coutinho is 10 times the player Zod is. We just have to accept that.
Can you just talk about Hansi Flick?
I love English fans, man.
Okay, yeah, Hansi Flick. Okay, first of all, right, all respect to Hansi Flick because I think the way he took care of this Bayern team was
Look at this nonsense from another deluded Liverpool fan. Thiago's the best midfielder since Zidane.
Thiago was immense. Thiago was immense.
Is Jamal the only sane Liverpool fan that exists? But please continue, Imham. Please continue.
Thiago was immense. What was I talking about now? Oh, Hansi Flick, yeah. So this guy really did a good job for Bayern, but in my humble opinion, it's not a job where I'm gonna give him full congratulations for the treble because I feel like Bayern in the past 5 years have had the best coaches at their team. Like this team has been one team for the whole time, and so many amazing coaches have been there to really like coach them through things and teach them what they know and stuff like that. So I feel like the way people just like say, "Oh, Hansi Flick came in and he changed everything," is rubbish because even when Kovac was there, it was under Kovac that we started seeing that this Bayern team was so dangerous in attack and especially in Europe. So I don't understand how people just write that off as if like this guy was just.
Didn't Kovac get humiliated by Liverpool last season?
If I think you want to be a brick in every hangout, you're saying Hansi Flick literally did nothing to change the team and everything was still good under Niko Kovac. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying he pretty much did a miracle job like Di Matteo, but it wasn't like his foundations or anything like that. Is my point. These guys have had Ancelotti teaching them. They've had
Di Matteo finished sixth. Di Matteo won.
They didn't do anything.
Sixth. They finished outside of the top four in that Premier League season. So this guy is Bundesliga.
Wait. Di Matteo win the Champions League against Bayern at their home stadium.
Yeah, but he didn't. What I'm saying is he didn't where in the Premier League though. Is what I'm saying.
But
so,
look, Di Matteo's Chelsea, that was more of a fluke. There was nothing about a fluke in this one, man.
Yeah, come on.
There was no fluke in this Champions
Missed
League.
penalty by Messi. Missed penalty by Robin.
Wait. Amham, just finish your points, man. Finish your points, man.
Look, this guy had the best players. Okay, he had the best players going in, and he had a team that had already been. They knew pretty much everything about each other without Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick came in there and he did the whole passion merchant thing that Klopp and them always do. And it worked out.
Then why were they losing in the beginning of the season?
Look, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I have to. Sorry. I'm sorry. Like sometimes it's good to have different views. I think I think there's sometimes when guys are so deluded. I think we'll just lose brain cells. I think we're just going to lose brain cells. So. Basically, Imham, you are currently in solitary confinement for another week. Think about football first, then come up. But for at least a week, I don't want to hear from you for at least the next week. I'm sorry. This dude called Hansi Flick a passion man. My God,
Hansi Flick shows no emotion. He's cold, HH. He's cold.
Red.
This guy took out Coman.
Psychopath. He's a psychopath. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, so Stodge, rate Hansi Flick's season for what Hansi Flick did this season. Stodge.
Oh yeah, Hansi Flick. It's been great what he's done this season. The way he transformed Bayern Munich. I wouldn't exactly call it. I don't think it's one of the best treble winning sides because this is not. I mean, because the league is pretty much a guaranteed. Even the previous manager who wasn't that good won the Bundesliga, so that's pretty much a guarantee. So all they really have to win is the Champions League to get a treble, and he did that. So it's a great Champions League win. But I think there's a few treble winning sides that are much better than this Bayern Munich team, in my opinion, and had a harder route. I mean, it's not their fault who they faced, but if I'm gonna assess them, I have to assess them on who they faced, the opposition, the league they play in, the degree of difficulty, and everything else has to be factored in. So to me, if I consider all of that, they can't be the greatest treble winning team or even top three, but they can be the greatest, one of the best, I think top two in terms of dominance when it comes to Champions League, despite it being only one leg because of COVID. But as for Flick, yeah, he's definitely proven himself to be one of the best managers in the world. The way he transformed this team is incredible. Gnabry, seen as a West Brom flop. I thought this guy had no career in football, but Flick did his magic, and the Germans did their magic, and he's revived. Muller revived him. Lewandowski had a season for the ages. Goretzka, I thought he was just an average nothing player. He did well as well. Alaba, centre back. Boateng, again, I thought his career was over. Neuer, I always respected Neuer. I remember a while back I was saying I said on this hangout, Ter Stegen should never open his mouth and talk to Neuer. He's an overrated bum. You're never going to start for Germany. Don't open your mouth and mention Neuer. He's not starting for another 5 years. I'm not even, you never know. Neuer might play till he's 40.
How is Ter Stegen overrated, man? Without Ter Stegen,
he's average. He's trash. Every time I watch this guy in the big stage, he's getting smacked. He's getting slapped. Every time I watch him, he's making mistakes. And people are telling me this guy's top 5. I haven't seen him do anything.
He needs to chase the ball more.
Bro, they lost 8-2 with Ter Stegen, bro. I don't
The
think
year
he makes
before, they
it.
lost 4-0. The year before, they lost 3-0. What does this
That,
guy
that was the day. That was the day Double H removed his glasses, man. That was the day Double H removed his glasses.
But the issue is, if you're the goalkeeper in an 8-2 loss and none of those goals came from a penalty, you need to chill.
How many years is he going to flop in the Champions League? Let's keep it real. The goalkeeper's meant to be saving something. Every year, it's time for him to do something crucial. He flops. How many chances does he get? This is brick performances year after year after year. You can't just blame Messi and the other outfield players. As a goalkeeper, make a clutch save, do something. But you can't do anything.
Okay,
So
what
he's
if
never
they
gonna
made
start.
a clutch? Do you still think Barcelona won that game? Like,
I mean, they might have won last year. They might have won against us, or they might have won against Roma. But he couldn't make any saves.
Okay, wait.
Flick is the best manager because I've never seen Neymar be shut down so much. So I know this guy's a genius. The fact that he somehow shut down Messi shows that he's one of the geniuses in football ever.
Okay.
I've never seen
So,
Neymar get shut down.
Yasser Said says, let's be real. Prior to Hansi Flick, there was a title race in Germany. Once he arrived, there wasn't. Crazy. 100%. I'm ham smoking crack. I don't think he understands what Bayern Munich were under Niko Kovac. He just doesn't. Under Niko Kovac, those guys were going to have a brick season. From Martin Rosario, Ham made me spit out water when he said Tino greater than that.
Is it wrong though?
Look. I said, see, why do people bring up Hazard? He's doing his thing.
Wait, we about to say
It's true. No, Double H, forget Hazard. Forget Hazard. Come to Verratti today. What was Verratti today?
Verratti is a brick, HH.
Ignore these people. Please speak.
I could not even get into a World Cup, man.
Vilton, just talk.
Yeah. I think this was really impressive, man. Like everybody says, like the team literally lost like 5-1 to Frankfurt. I think the fact that he took them. Yeah, we know Bayern always gonna win the Bundesliga, but still, it's pretty impressive because I think, to be honest, if I'm a Barcelona fan, you should be happy it was only one leg. It could have been worse on aggregate if it was 2 legs. Like the fact that this guy didn't even draw any game in the group stage, even though you can only play who you face against. Let's be real, you don't get to pick who you want to play against. They didn't draw any game. They won every single game convincingly. They beat Lyon 3-0, Barca 8-2, Chelsea 7-1, Spurs 7-2, and now they beat PSG in the final for clean sheet. Like it's definitely very impressive. Like Hansi Flick, man. Like I don't know what juju. Maybe you got a little juju from Zidane, but hey, man, like you the best manager in the world right now for what you did with that Bayern team. An impressive treble. Like this was really, really scary. Like maybe Lewandowski could have break the record if it was 2 leg, but yeah. I definitely rate this guy, man. This guy, what he did for Bayern is incredibly amazing, man.
Okay.
And Neymar, you a clown.
BD Core, how do you rate Hansi Flick's season for Bayern Munich?
Yeah, HH. I'm gonna say this. He's identical. Actually, no. Let me say this. I think Bayern has been so lucky because my goodness, every time a German manager comes and coaches Bayern Munich, they've literally won the UCL that same season, bro. Every time a German manager came into coach Bayern Munich. Now, I think Flick, I would say is, I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he's that good, to be honest. I think Dortmund, like Dortmund, we can beat Bayern in the Super Cup. You know that, right?
Really cool, man.
Super Cup, really?
Beating
Yeah,
core.
That's
we
what
can
that's the
we
game you're
can beat.
looking
Let me
forward
tell
to.
you, we can beat Bayern in the Super Cup. Not only
That's
can we beat Bayern in the
the
Super Cup,
last season, man.
I think his lineups are very crooked. Like, to be honest, he needs to really watch out with those the high line. The starting 11 is just not good, bro. It's
What?
not just me saying it. It's
Father's
not good.
Wait. Let him land, man. Let him land. Let him land. Let him land. Let him land.
Yeah, yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah. Sorry.
What the heck?
So no, I'll turn to my brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to my brother. But so the reason why I'm saying Flick's lineup is will really give him problems is because if you're playing against a team like PSG like we saw today, right, who literally catch you on the counter like 8 or 7 times or so, and they have really good finishers, you can lose the game. You can literally lose the game, and and that's a problem there too because teams like Frankfurt, Leverkusen, these teams they give them so much problems on the counterattack. Flick is a good manager. I'm not saying he's not good, but I just think that he he needs to really watch out with those high lines and his starting 11
No,
because
no, no,
I
no,
can
no.
see
But I'm talking about for this year though. Forget about this year. How do you rate what he has done this year based on what
oh
they've achieved?
to be honest, I think he's been, to be honest, I would say that probably top three to me personally.
Okay.
I think he
Okay.
deserves to be there. Yeah,
Okay.
but what I
Okay.
will say is Dortmund will beat them in the Super Cup. I
Okay.
guarantee
Cool.
Dortmund
Cool.
will beat
Okay.
them.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Natsa says Verratti is a B-Tech Lucas Torreira. Okay, so can I just ask the audience this? So when are we going to stop insulting Hazard and Verratti?
When
That's what I
Hazard,
want to know.
Man,
It's like,
fuck us, we're
when
talking
will we
about
stop?
variety, yeah, man.
Because this seems to be like a running barrage of bullying for the last year. Leave it alone.
It's your fault.
Okay.
It's your fault.
So, and yes, what's it
Your
called?
fault, bro.
Verratti and Hazard are still both better than Cristiano. Nomad. Talk
Remove
to
your
me.
shades, man.
How
Remove
do
your
you
shades,
rate
man.
Hansi Flick's season?
Verratti
Nomad?
is not better than Cristiano.
He's talking double H. Relax. Let him talk. Continue.
Hello?
Said Verratti better than Cristiano
Yeah.
Ronaldo. That's what he said.
Yeah, keep talking. We can hear you.
yeah.
Nomad. Talk. How do you rate Hansi Flick's season and what he's done for Bayern Munich? My lord.
Yeah, it's been a good season actually. I wouldn't rate it as the one of the best treble of all time, but definitely he's top three this season. Definitely. And also, I think people should give this man a bit of a credit because some of his players can't defend actually. So he just said, screw it all and use the high line and actually use what he has best. And I think he has given us all a lesson in resource management. And he's used his tools the best he can. And he's used the entire squad just like Zizou. And I think he's a really good manager, and if he manages to go to the quarters or the semis of the Champions League next season, then I think we could definitely name him as one of the best managers, period. But this season, I think he's top three, definitely.
Okay. Hakim says Liga and Bundesliga showed up this CL. Leon better than Man City, FC.
Facts.
Oh, Barcelona.
Facts.
Oh no, for sure. So Red Devil, how do you rate what Hansi Flick did this season?
I mean, bro, I think a few podcasts back we're actually rating top managers of the world. I think this was around quarterfinal, last 16 stage. And I kind of said I put, just based on the season, I put Hansi Flick in the top three, just based on what he was achieving at Bayern Munich. And everyone in the comments seemed to laugh. Well, now obviously no one's laughing, are they? So because you can clearly see what Hansi Flick has done. And yes, okay, I mean, I don't know what I Am Ham was talking about with Kovac. What was that? Kovac is better than Hansi Flick or something, or like what?
Just some nonsense. Some nonsense.
Just comparing Di Matteo to Hansi Flick, it's a different sort of. This is what I was saying when we're talking about managers, and actually being a coach. One of the things I look at a lot is actually how you actually improve players, especially players that were seen as done or average or mediocre. And the reality is that like the likes of, for example, Müller and Boateng, these players, to a certain extent Neuer, but certainly Müller and Boateng, these were players and Lewandowski, sorry, these are players that in the last 2 years were seen as being finished, being done, being not relevant. And yet Hansi Flick has come in and has made these players better to the point you're thinking, is Müller better than Neymar in 2020? Just saying. But the point is that like, even Gnabry, if we're talking about comparing coaches, Tony Pulis when he was at West Brom said that Serge Gnabry will never be a good player. That's what Tony Pulis said. And that's he's not a manager, and that's why Hansi Flick is. So it's clear to me that like it's not just the Hansi Flick tactically, because I think that even to this final when he played Koeman, a lot of people, I think it was a Carnum, were saying like, why is he doing that? But he clearly did that to try and help to neutralize Mbappe on that side. So he's clearly got some tactical nous to him. So, but at just the basic coach level, like he improves players. And I think one of the things I just liked about this whole thing was the idea that like you can spend 500 million, and I say this as a United fan because we've done the same thing, but regardless, you could spend £1 billion on a squad, but if you don't have a coach that can actually improve your players, ultimately you're not going to get that far because you're just going to constantly rely on individual talent. So the coach that comes in, and Klopp is in this category as well, who actually improves the players that they have, is going to go far. And that's why I think the Hansi Flick is going to go far next season. If you think that he's going to inherit, he's got Leroy Sané now. Just imagine, if he's done what he did to the Gnabry this season, imagine what Hansi Flick is going to do to Leroy Sané next season. So yeah, fair play to Hansi Flick, and he deserves a lot of credit.
Okay, so just to sort of round off and so forth, I think this is a good one to round off. It's been a really good Champions League season, and I think it's been a great restart, and I think it has been some really, really great games. So Chefrin came out and he said that he's actually really liked and enjoyed the one-legged games and encounters, and this is where I stand with it. I really do believe that because of club sides and how club sides are more in tune and have better chemistry than international sides because they play together for longer, I think if we had always had this format, we would have seen some very interesting games. 90 minutes, one-off. Would have seen some very interesting, dramatic games. But we can't forget of the amazing drama of the away goal rule. And I can't be fake. I've said this many times. One of the greatest introductions to football was the away goal rule. It's just an amazing rule where anything can happen, man. So, but also, as someone said, the fans have it better. No, it's because you have to remember that it would screw over the fans if you basically it would screw over the fans if you have it in a neutral venue, because as someone said, why and I have to now pay to go to this place, that place. Whereas, boom, I know that I can go to my local stadium for each of the home ties, and if I can go for the away stadium, but there's always that chance for me as a fan to go to my local stadium and say what's up. Say money plus fans matter. Yeah, you can't screw over the fans like that. You can't. It's unfair. See, logistically, it's hard to do that internationally, but for club wise and so forth, based on guys being this is like their local club and so forth. So to take that away, it's bad. But let's keep it real. These have been some very good games. And I just believe that the reason why we've had these games and they are so good is that there is an urgent nature of it's only 90 minutes, anything can happen. if they just as we never saw a game go into extra time. If that's actually interesting. No, none of these games went to extra time because I believe that if they had thrown in golden goal as well, oof, we would have some pretty crazy drama. So let me come. Actually, let me come first to Nomad with this. Should they keep one legs or should they go back to the two-legged affair? Nomad.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I disagree with you, and you said that you could only have the home away goal rule, or you could have one leg. I think you could have two legs and yet not have an home and away goal rule. And
Whoa,
I
whoa,
don't
whoa,
like
whoa,
golden
whoa,
goal
whoa,
rule
whoa,
as
no,
well.
no, 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 stop.
What?
Nomad.
That's so wild. That's
No, no,
so
no, no,
much
no, no,
work.
no, no. Let me deal with him. Let me deal with him. Nomad. Are you really telling me that you would want two legs with no away goal rule?
Yeah.
Neutral venue. What's the point? What's the
Why? Come on, man. I kidding.
He's out.
Yeah, you're being harsh, man. Is this what you mean by
No, no, no,
ugly?
no.
Like,
It's 2020. It's 2020.
venue? Like,
It's
what's the point?
2020. It's 2020. It's 2020.
Leg and
It's
neutral
2020.
venue.
No, I'm sorry. It's 2020. Sorry, no. Sorry, it's 2020. 2020. Anybody that no extras, I did one better. So guys, there's a free space right now. Anybody who wants to come who has a brain, please. Anyone who wants to come and has a brain, there's a free space. Nomad, you are in solitary confinement for a week.
Neutral
For a week,
venue.
you're in solitary confinement. This, you opened your mouth and the guy said, "Yeah."
Neutral venue. Leg. What's the point? I don't see the point in
like,
neutral venue. Two
I mean,
legs.
look, the guy said, "Yeah." I mean, what? Oh man, people are sick. People are sick. So Mane, what would you rather want? Two legs or one legs?
Oh, I think two legs. I think two legs is better. One leg is too much, according to chance. Whereas the referee might miss something, or it might be a handball, or a manager that can make good tactical decisions and puts their best midfielder on the wing. You know, things like that. So I think two legs is better. Two legs and away goal. I think is more fair for both teams.
All right. Gatlock. One leg, two legs. What do you think is more exciting? Better.
Come on, man. This look. If we have it one leg, then it's literally should be called the UEFA Club European Competition. Okay, it's not going to be the same thing. Okay, this is the Champions League, man. It's two legs. Those are the rules.
No.
And the away go.
I'm just talking about what would be more exciting based on what we've seen. What do you think would bring more drama and excitement? Forget about the format. What do you think would bring more drama and excitement? One-off game, maybe golden goal, or go back to away goals?
HH. I'll give you an example of last year where we had Liverpool's comeback and
Lucas
then
Moura.
that City Sterling goal. We don't have that if there's no two legs. We don't have
Lucas Moura hat trick. Ajax.
Yeah, we don't have that one. We don't have Lucas Moura hat trick. We don't have 6-1. We don't have 6-1. I mean, come on, man. Look, two legs is always going to be better, man. Double H. Two legs all the way. Okay, look, you can say this one leg has been good, but just because of Corona. Okay, you can enjoy the one leg when it comes to World Cup and European competition with the international cups, but this has a special spice to it. The Champions League. Okay, 2-1. Two legs is the way to go, man.
Okay. Jamal, two legs, one leg.
Yeah, before I said I'm just happy that the 2019-20 season is finally over. It has been a long one. But yeah, for me, I find they should have both. So I will run the two legs up until the semifinals. And I feel in I feel in the semifinals they should go to like Portugal or Germany or Spain and then let the semifinals be one-legged ties, and then well, obviously the final. So I find they should keep the two legs up until the quarters, and then for the semis have one leg and then the final.
Actually, wait, okay, sorry. Again, good idea, bro. Wait, are people smoking crack?
Yeah, I saw it, but I was like, nah, name no sense.
Bro, remove that doctor from your name. From now on, you're going to be called Red Bell because you are an insult
He
to
said
every doctor
he
in the
said
world.
2-leg final like the
No,
NBA. Go to Game 7, man. Go to
This is
Game
not the
7.
no.
NBA final,
A
man.
two-legged final. Are you out of your absolute? Oh my God! God in heaven. So no, but in response to Jamal, I think that's interesting because that's what they do. I think in the FA Cup. I think in the FA Cup or League Cup,
And
the
the Copa,
semis and the final is played at when no. I think the semis is played at like some kind of stadium that
the
they pick.
Copa
But
del Rey,
I think that would be cool. But see, basically, whatever the final stadium is, that is used for both semis and the final. I think
Yep.
that's interesting. So second round, quarters, two legs. So sort of you basically get the best of two worlds because I think this has just been a nice piece of drama. So that could be cool. Semis have it as one leg, quarters, second round, all the group games, two leg first. I think that would be cool. I think that would be cool.
Maybe they should be in the same week as well because
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. So Vilton, see how you saying it?
I think we should see the thing about it. The one leg, I think it's gonna benefit small club more than big club because in the one leg anything can happen. Like look at Liverpool. That first leg against Barcelona last year, they were the better team, but they still lost. Thank God that second leg to make that comeback. I do think they're gonna keep the two leg just because as a business factor because they make a lot of money based on because of the hometown. You get to go there in the
Mula.
second leg. Like I don't think, but at the same time, it's just I was googling up. I hear you if really to keep the one leg. I hear might affect Chelsea and Spurs, something like that. But definitely, they should keep the two leg format. I love the away goal, like the away format. They gotta keep like they should they should keep the two leg because the one leg anything can happen. Like don't get me wrong, I love the underdog story too, but in two leg the best team always gonna go through at the end of the day because they know they have that home advantage. If you're the better team, you're gonna advance to that to the second leg. They gotta keep the second leg, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just rephrase it again. I don't give a damn what the Copa Libertadores does. A two-legged final completely and totally removes all the drama from a
Oh yeah.
final.
Before I go, the one leg is definitely more. It's more hype up. It's more dramatic than the two leg for sure. But definitely.
Yeah. No, but no, because what's it called? If anybody raises their hand, I will bite it off. Please, so don't. Yeah, because it just removes all the drama from me. I just think that's such a
Like
stupid
Leon
idea.
versus
Very, very
CP.
dumb
I did
idea.
not see that coming. Leon versus CP.
Okay, what's it called? BD core, two-legged or one-legged games in the knockouts.
Oh boy.
This is a really good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Are you meditating? What's with
Yeah.
your
This is a good one. I like two legs. I like two legs. I think two legs brings a drama. Let's put in an example. For example, when Dortmund played PSG, we had one game in the Signal Iduna Park where it went 2-1. That was a very, very dramatic game. And it brings the drama in. It brings the whole how do you say, the tensions are high in a two-legged game rather than a single leg tie, where sorry, rather than a one-off tie where it's like it's 50-50. You win it, it's either you win it or you go home. You know what I'm trying to say? But if you get like a two-legged tie, you still know you still have a chance to like literally like do well. And one thing I want to say, Chich, about the UCL too is it's all about luck. Two-legged ties are seriously, and I'm telling you this right now, massively like helps you if you don't have luck on your side. For example, what's my call it? Oof. Yeah, this season, for example, Manchester City versus Real Madrid. it wasn't. I mean, Man City was the better team in two legs. You know what I'm trying to say? But they just didn't have luck on their side, and they still had an extra chance to prove to themselves that yeah, they can still do it. You know what I'm trying to say?
What? Wait, are you
For me,
talking
I
about
think
Lyon versus City? What?
no, I'm talking about Real Madrid and City. Like literally, like the tie could have ended if they did a one-off game against Real Madrid and City. City would have won that game. But for me, I think it was fair that they brought two legs in because Real Madrid has another chance to redeem themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like Real Madrid didn't go out like chumps. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm talking about. So I think I would say two legs and a one-off final. Yeah, that's the best you could ever have as a team. Yeah.
Okay. So Yassi Said says this UCL reminded me of the 2014 World Cup. Weird. No. It's. I don't think it does for me. Bayern Munich, I felt were very much in control of this. That game against Argentina was very even. I don't think Germany were in control. I think Germany and Argentina was just a very even game, but Messi just didn't really show up. But no, this game. See, also PSG had a lot more opportunities and chances than Argentina had in that game. But I think Bayern had a better handle of this, and they won it in 90 minutes. So no, I don't know how it's the same, bro. Who can actually rival Mbappe this decade? Let's see what Sancho does. For me, I'm still counting on the Us. Let's see the Us. Let's see Sancho, and let's see what Hazard does.
Keep counting. Keep counting.
Hazard does.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be that bad.
Plastic fan. 2 legs or 1 leg? What do you think would be best?
I prefer the 2 legs because we need the away goal rule. Because the away goal rule adds drama to Champions
Wait,
League.
where's your mic? Boost your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go for it.
I say that I prefer the 2 legs because the 2-legged ties add the drama of the away goal rule. Because what makes the Champions League iconic compared to other tournaments is the away goal rule. So I would prefer if they would keep it as it is, as it has always been, because it adds excitement to a match. Although I'm saying that this new format isn't bad, but I prefer if they resolve back to the old formats. And it would have been interesting to see what will happen if the Barcelona Bayern game would have a second leg. But anyway, yeah, that's my.
All right. Stodge. 1 leg, 2 legs.
Yeah, we should definitely go back to 2 legs. This whole year has just been one big gimmick. This tournament was a gimmick. I mean, 1 leg.
Really? Will you be saying that if Neymar won?
Yeah, without that 1 leg, Neymar doesn't make the Champions League final.
No. If it was 2 legs, Neymar wouldn't have won. The final's always 1 leg anyway. You know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. You know, sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's not. You know, you just got to be patient and humble. Anyway,
humble like you were yesterday.
Okay, wait. Let him land, man. Let him land.
Anyway, we should definitely go to 2 legs. I think with 2 legs, there's just much more drama, and that's what the Champions League is. I want to watch the Champions League, not another tournament. I get 1 leg in the Euros, in the World Cup, and other international tournaments. I like the 2 legs, and if anything, I'd want it to be more than 2 legs. You know, that's what I'd prefer, to be honest. And neutral venues, I'm not a fan of neutral venues. They're boring. I think it takes away from the home crowd. It takes away from the atmosphere. I think there's a difference between just playing in a neutral venue than having to go to an away game and actually get a result while you're behind. That's a completely different scenario than just going to any other team, a neutral venue. Neutral venues are sort of boring. And I think a lot of the reason this year, I think we enjoyed it because the games were great. If the games were boring, we'd all be saying never go back to 1 leg. It's just that there was there was freak results, crazy games, and that's what we enjoyed about it. Yeah. So
Did you say you want 3 legs?
Yeah, 3 or 4 legs. I think that would be amazing if you got 4 legs.
Stodge, no. Stodge,
Yasir wants to be banned. Yasir
Okay,
wants
so
to be
before I
banned.
come to Red Devil, so shout out to Mr. Kian Motagi for the dub. Thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub. Yasir Said says, I say one leg. The change is refreshing. Yeah, as refreshing as it is, Yasir Said, you still cannot deny the fact that the away goal rule is still amazing. Just that it's been so long, we've forgotten how good it is because this year has dragged on for so long. But as good as this, we see what Jamal said is the best. That's the best compromise. Second round, quarterfinal, 2 legs. Semi-final, final, 1 leg. I think that is the perfect compromise to make. From Mr. Long John Silva, this Bayern versus 2015 Barcelona, who do you got?
2015.
I would still say it would be a close game, but I would still say the 2015 Barcelona based on just that attack. But you know what? That's a tough one.
They were good defensively though.
That's a tough, because for me, I still think that the way that Hansi Flick has them, maybe just that you've got 3 crazy dudes. So if you shut down Messi, you've still got
In
Neymar.
their peak, by the way, in their peak.
These guys were all at their best. So
Right.
Cannibal is not at his best.
Yeah.
So Red Devil Studio, 2 legs or 1 leg?
No, it has to be 2 legs. I mean, I'm not just a traditionist, so but the away goal, as you said, is something that just made the Champions League really stand out from all other competitions. I know, obviously, followed suit, but as you said, it's also just the fact that the home and away thing, the thing of the fans, and I think obviously the fans should be the centre of the sport as well. So playing in neutral venues wouldn't really be right, really, you know. So and there's a lot of revenue. I mean, the one reason why we have this whole top 4 thing.
Wait. Red Devil, I'm sorry. Just really briefly.
No, I actually just got it because I was confused.
Technically 3 legs, but
Huh? Where's the third one?
think about it.
Oh God.
Sorry, Red. So Kian Motagi, thank you for super chats. You play football with 2 legs, so 2 legs. Red Devil, please continue as quickly as possible, please.
I don't know what to say to that, really. So, but anyway,
just talk.
Yeah. So essentially, what I'm saying is that, like, one of the reasons why we even have this whole top 4 base sort of thing is probably because of that. Is because and I think the home and away, the revenue that will give to clubs. That's why so many clubs are desperate to get to the Champions League in the first place. So I think if you sort of got rid of that and it would just play the Champions League 1 leg at just neutral venues, you might actually end up losing that because clubs are inevitably not going to benefit from it. What I do think would be, and I think would be a good idea, is actually to bring the European Champions Cup back. So I love that type of form, the European Champions Cup, where like
what happens there?
So in the European Champions Cup, this was, I think, the 4th. So what happened was essentially you got all the champions of the respective leagues in Europe, like that back, you know, and then like they had like a group stage and then basically just knockout stage. So 2 groups, and then you then went and they just had knockout games all the way to the final. So for me, that would be something that's separate to the Champions League. So still keep the Champions League, but have this kind of European Champions competition where you get all the champions of the respective leagues in a tournament, 2 group stages, you know, and then after that, just 1-off legs all the way to the final. Maybe have it before the beginning of their respective seasons.
What about the small clubs, though?
Sorry?
What about the small clubs? They won't benefit from that.
There's still the Champions League and Europa League that's there. That's why that's why it was called the European Champions Cup. So it's for the actual European champions. You know, so like one of the things that, and maybe this is a purist thing I felt, was that I felt it would have been unfair for PSG to win like the Champions League, having not actually played an actual champion on their way to the final. I know that's a bit it just sounds weird, you know, to me, that you have to at least play a champion of a respective European league.
Wait, but they played Real Madrid in the groups.
Yeah, okay, in the groups, but I mean, you know, that's for one, but at least in the knockout phase of the game to actually sort of beat a team, it just would have been weird. So, but yeah, anyway, I think something like that could work and implement this whole one fixed system. Instead of putting it into the Champions League, bring back a pre-existing competition that we had in the European Champions Cup, and then you can get your one-leg knockout ties with Juventus versus Bayern Munich or Liverpool versus Real Madrid, etc., etc. And I think you get entertaining games that way. So just put it in a complete different competition. That's basically what I'm saying.
Guys, we have been here for 3 hours, man. So just to round this off, man, well done to Bayern.
HH.
Oh, Lord, this man. What?
No. Don't worry. It's actually for you. You asked for this, actually. I don't know why, but you asked for it. Check this out.
Prediction. Yeah, I see PSG winning this just only because of Neymar. I see Neymar having one of the greatest performances, top 2 performances of Champions League history, in my opinion. What? That's what I mean. Honestly, that's what I believe. I believe that Neymar is going to show why he's the best player, and he's going to prove that he hasn't made a mistake by joining PSG. Yeah, top 2 Champions League performances of all time. That's if they're going to win, they're going to need that.
And better than 2011. God, if I can someone please clip what Dodge just said.
Yes.
I need to score.
All right.
And I said hat-trick, guys. I said
Neymar
hat-trick.
scored 2 goals and get an assist, and the other goal from Di Maria. Yeah.
So this is in 90 minutes.
In 90 minutes, you're going to see the greatest Champions League performance of all time. Remember that, and for all you Barca haters that have been saying Neymar should regret his move, that he's made a mistake, fuck you and fuck Messi.
Chat that shit, man.
We have seen broken their heads. Liverpool has broken their heads. And I think PSG are going to break their hex and all too. And I think it's going to be 3-2, Neymar hat-trick.
So, what, 3-0? 3-2, Neymar hat-trick. You guys are hilarious, man. You guys are hilarious.
He was a bit off.
I've learned my lesson.
Wait.
Be humble.
No, wait. Before we go. Oh, Stodge, do you have any response? No, first of all, Gatlock, I've hated you for a long time and so forth. I think you earned GOAT status by doing that right now. So first off, Stodge, can you please respond to that receipt?
Yeah, I think I was maybe under the influence of something, but nevertheless, you win some, you lose some, but the most important thing is always to remain humble and move forward. So that's what we're going to do. Just remain humble. Always humble.
Okay.
That's me.
Jamal, do you have a response to that?
That was not Jamal from Trinidad. He said Neymar scored a hat-trick. I do not know who that was.
Junior.
Wrong man.
So you know what? I think that might have been Lamal. Instead of
Yeah.
Jamal,
That's the
Lamal.
guy. Wow. Yeah.
Brazilian, you should be worried.
Okay, no, guys, look at trust me, on that note, guys, I think that is a great way to finish. I think Gatlock, before you were Bricklock, I think right now you are Goatlock. But yeah, just to end it, Bayern Munich, well done. Treble, superb, deserved winners. Lewandowski deserves to be given the best award, Ballon d'Or, and all the World Player Awards. Great, superb, amazing performance. And this could be a team that could do crazy things next season. Hansi Flick, amazing, superb achievements. Bayern fans, you should celebrate, you should rejoice, because no one believed you would do this, but you went ahead as favorites and you showed why you were favorites. For PSG, chances were there. Mbappe, wasn't your time. Neymar, after all that hype,
Junior,
you flopped. That throne is now reserved for the one and only,
the prodigy,
Eden Hazard.
What?
Become a partner member. Get access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast, to the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfwop to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.